Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. I hope you are all doing well. Welcome to the weekend. I hope everybody had a great week. The first full week of the PMDG 737 release. How many of you in chat own this airplane? Put your hand up. Good, good, good. I see a lot of you own the aircraft. Wonderful. Good to see. How many of you are enjoying the aircraft as much as I am enjoying the aircraft? Also put your hands up. Thank you. Sweet. Good to see everybody. Thanks for stopping by. 12 Cut, good to see you. Mopar Dude, welcome. Kevin Thomas, good to see you. Quick Match, welcome. Mr. Baldo, good to see you. Leonard Grant, good to see you. Mitchell Jackson, good to see you. Nor, welcome. Elias, good to see you. Jeff74, welcome. Karl Roberts, good to see you. The Corn, welcome. Jonathan Sellers, good to see you. Gary P. Flying Moose, Simon Rasa, good to see you. Randy Gallardo, good to see you. Avman223, good to see you. Cat Britannia, welcome. California, good to see you. Shiv, good to see you. Becca and Jake is here, good to see you. Starcept, hello my friend, good to see you. LAX, good to see you. The Flight Simulation Experience, welcome aboard. 876 Sim Pilot, good to see you. Gisley, good to see you my friend. Benny, welcome aboard, hope you're doing well. Academic Sports coming in with the Singaporean. Huge no floaties to you. Academic Sports, thanks so much for the continued support of the channel. Appreciate you as always. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, man. I appreciate that. Mr. Smitty is here. Good to see you. Soren Nornson, good to see you. DJ Smith, good to see you. Christian Sabetta, good to see you. Stefan, good to see you. Q50 Narado, good to see you. Antonov, AN225 Lover, good to see you. G-Mark, welcome. Daniel Allred, good to see you. Boring Pilot Nick, welcome. Reagan's Hot, good to see you. Hope everybody is doing well. Thank you very much for stopping by, friends. Hope everybody had a great week again. Full release week here of the PMDG 737, released on Monday. We are now Saturday, so not even out for a full week yet, but this is the first weekend. Thank you all for tuning in today. Really hope you guys enjoy today's flights. I've actually got I actually have the rest of the week planned, which is a little bit odd for myself. Usually I kind of figure it out the night before, but I've got the rest of the weekend planned. So you obviously know what we're doing today. We're going to be doing some Transavia France ops. So we're going to here in Paris Orly. We're going to be going from Paris to Innsbruck back to Paris. That's going to be today's stream. Tomorrow we're doing real world Lux Air flights. We're going to be going from Paris Orly to Luxembourg down to Vienna in Italy, and then Sunday we're going to be doing some real-world Ryanair ops. We're going to be going from, where the hell are we going? We're going on Monday. We're going from Vienna down, sorry, not Vienna, Venice, not Vienna, sorry. Venice down to, where are we going? Syracuse, I think, or something like that. We're going somewhere down, we're going all the way down to Sicily. We're going to go down to Sicily in France, and then from there, we're going to jump up to Rome. So it's going to be a fun weekend of flying, guaranteed some beautiful views, beautiful flights. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I am very much excited about that. It's going to be absolutely Ryanair landing. Of course, got to keep it Ryanair fashion. Yes, absolutely. So an awesome weekend of flying. For those of you that wanted to fly with me on VATSIM today, I do apologize, but after the last couple times that we've flown on VATSIM into Innsbruck, I haven't been, how do I put this nicely? Because I don't want to, it's not your fault. It's not the people that fly with me on VATSIM. It's not their fault. But what ends up happening is Innsbruck is a pretty popular airport, and there's a lot of people besides us, myself, and the people that fly with me that fly into Innsbruck, and it always seems to end up being this just massive, pardon my French for a second, clusterfuck. And I end up really feeling bad for the pilots that have no clue who I am or don't fly with me on the regular that are also trying to fly, and they can't find a gate, or we've got, 8 airplanes landing on runway 8 and 6 airplanes landing on runway 26. It just always ends up being not a good time for me, at least as a content creator. That's not, it's just one of those airports that is just not the friendliest to fly into as a group flight. Again, not because us flying, it's just more so because of how popular the airport is and how many other people are also flying into the airport. It just makes for a bad experience. So for the time being, every time that we do end up flying into Innsbruck, I'm probably going to do it offline, just because, like I said, it just becomes a little bit too much with everybody that joins us on the stream and everybody that joins us on VATSIM, and then everybody else. It just becomes just an unorganized mess. So what we're going to be doing is every time, at least for the next foreseeable future, when we do the Innsbruck ops, we're going to be doing them offline. So you guys know that I always fly online. I always fly on VATSIM regardless of trolls or whatever's happening to us. We always end up flying on VATSIM. So for those of you that joined today, we'll be back again on VATSIM tomorrow. You can join us for the Lux Air ops. We've got some beautiful flights planned tomorrow. And you can join me on Monday. We'll be back as well on Monday on VATSIM. So 1 day off, 2 days on. It's a good. Please don't. I don't want to hear anything in chat. I don't want to hear people upset or something like that. If you're upset, just turn off the stream and join tomorrow when you can join. So welcome aboard, everyone. We are France Soleil. That's their call sign of this bad boy. France Soleil 9 Charlie Golf. Service from Paris Orly down to Innsbruck today. I believe we're looking at a flight time of 1 hour and 1 minute. So it should be a beautiful flight. Very much looking forward to this one. I love flying into Innsbruck. We are going to do the circle to land runway 8. We are going to be coming in a little bit differently, but it's going to be a beautiful approach nonetheless. I am definitely excited for this one. So without further ado, let's jump inside the cockpit. Let's get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. We're into Innsbruck. Hour and 1 minute. Let's do it, friends. Here we go inside the pit. Let me just make sure that I've got all of our sounds turned up here. Sounds, you're up. Everything's looking good. Okay, cool. All our sounds are up. Sweet. So let's go to the overhead. Let's get our master battery switch on. Beautiful. It's going to bring the aircraft to life. And we'll get the ground power on. Ground power is on. That's going to power up the airplane. Beautiful. Cool. Let's get some panel brightness lights coming up. Let's go and get our deer set to the nav position. Nav and nav. Beautiful. We'll continue the flows down here. Yaw damper is staying off. All the fuel pumps are off. You're on bat. That's fine. We'll put you on bat bus, actually, in ground power. That's good. Generators will all stay off for now. Everything looks good up here. We'll get the window heat on. We will arm our emergency lights. We can get the no smoking to the on position. We can get seatbelts to auto. We'll get those on in a second. Sweet. Everything looks good down here. Hydraulic pumps are all going to stay off. Jordan, thanks so much, dude, for the 3-bomb. Appreciate you, man. Huge snow floaties to you. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. No message attached to that, but thanks so much, Jordan. Appreciate you, man. The 3-bomb. Huge snow floaties to you, dude. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Appreciate that. Hydraulic pumps are staying off. Probe heats are staying off as well. We'll continue to scroll down here. Everything looks good here. Fuel pumps are over there. I don't know why I'm saying fuel pumps. Pressurization panel packs are in the off position. Isolation valve is open. Engine bleeds are off. APU bleed is off. Cruise altitude today. We are planning of 37,000 feet. So we'll go ahead and set our pressurization panel here for 37,000. Beautiful. Let's make sure the logo light's on. Great. Let's come down here. Spend some time on the FMC, the CDU, the MICDU. Apparently the developers of the CDU that I own, Cockpit Masters, they have said that within the next week or two we should get the patch that allows us to use my handheld MICDU that I have here for the simulator. So fingers crossed that's out in the next week or two. Cool. We'll go to the FMC. We'll go to the next page. So we'll go to pause in it. We'll grab it from the left GPS. Always the left GPS, guys. For whatever reason, it's more accurate. We'll go to the route page. Sitting on the ground here in LFPO, Paris Orly. Going over to Innsbruck, which we all know is LOWI. Our flight number today is Soleil, France Soleil, TVF. I don't know how they got that out of that one, but 9 Charlie Golf. Beautiful. We'll throw that in there. Cool. That looks good. We can go to our menu page now, and we can start loading up the airplane. So we're going to go to the fuel page. Fuel on today's flight, we need 5707, so we'll populate that. Good. Who is that coming in? That was G-Mark with the $2. Thanks so much, G-Mark. Appreciate you, man, as always. Just please welcome my new co-pilot, Ethan, to the community. Ethan, thanks so much for support. Appreciate you, man. G-Mark and Ethan, huge enough floaties to you. Thank you, guys. Looking forward to watching you fly the 800 in green and black colors when they release. Absolutely, of course. Absolutely. The forums are saying that Microsoft Flight Simulator is down. How so? It's not down for me. Everything seems to be fine, knock on wood. Hopefully it is. Okay, so we've got our fuel selected. That's good. We'll go to the return page now, and we can go to the ground services. Oops, nope, didn't mean to do that. We can go to the payload. Here we go. So payload page today, we're looking for a zero fuel weight of 53.4. So 53.4 on the zero fuel weight. Oops, 53.4. Good, we'll populate that. A little bit of a change. First class economy, almost a full airplane. We've got 91.9%. Beautiful. So we'll go to the return page. That's all set. We can go back here and we'll go to the FMC Wonderful. Let's go to the departure page. Today we are planning a departure out of runway 7. We're going to be on the Bubble 9 Golf departure. So we'll find the Bubble 9 Golf. There it is right there. Beautiful. Out of runway 7. We'll go route, activate, and execute. Good. Next page from Bubbly. We're, of course, jumping to an airway. We're going to Uniform Golf 42. We're then taking that to Louval. We'll plug this in here. Louval. Good. From Louval, we're going on an airway again. Upper Mike or Uniform Mike 164. And we're taking that to Utaba. Utaba. All right, from Utaba, we're going to jump on Mike 738. And we're taking that to Maidby. Maidby. Good. We'll throw that in there. From Maidby, we're jumping on our arrival. So we're going to come down here. Arrivals. We are going to plan for the Maidby 1 arrival or Maid 1B arrival. As it stands right now, let's just plan for the localizer runway 08, and we'll go ahead and it already has the Elman transition, so that's fine. We'll execute that. We go to our legs page now, and we can scroll through here. There's Elman. You can see that. So we'll populate you, get you. Sweet. So that's good. We are going to do the circle to land. Don't worry. So we'll just, you know what to do. Coming in on this position, we have to overfly the airport and then turn back around and do the circle to land. So everything looks good here. I'm happy with that. Let's go to the init ref page. Let's start plugging in some information, shall we? 0 fuel weight 53 for today. On the burn, we plan on burning 3, which is going to give us a reserve of 2.7. We'll go 3 minus, it's going to be 2.8, so we'll populate that. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. It's supposed to be 3 here with a reserve of 2.8. There we go. Cost index will be 35. Cruise level will be 370. Good. Our average wind component today will be 277 at 29. Slight little tailwind. 277 at 29. Good. And that's set. Wonderful. Let's go to our N1 limits here today. You can do a D-rate on the takeoff. That's fine. 93.5. We'll leave the regular climb. That's all set. Beautiful. Flaps are going to be set to 5 degrees for departure. CG weight today is going to be 23.5, which gives me a trim value of 5.45. And we've got our V-speeds, 121, 124, 131. And with all of that, my friends, our pre-flight is complete. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go to pushback. I'm going to set you there. Good. I'm going to put... fudge. I shouldn't have done that, should I? I didn't mean to hit that button. Ground services... set. Probably just screwed everything up, but I'm not too sure. We'll go ahead and get the APU on. This is what happens when you fat finger things. Yep, no problem. I know. You're going to be very mad at me. I know. This is what happens. I didn't know that if you pull out the GPU, or not the GPU, I didn't know that if you pull out the pushback, it disconnects everything. So that's fine. Don't worry. The ground power cart's coming back here. We're going to get some, it's going to yell at us here for a second. There we go. Don't worry. We're backing up and running. Cool. Hopefully that didn't just delete everything on me. I don't think it did because we kept everything. So no gifting membership for the channel yet. A great way to increase subs. Of course. Yes. Sweet. Cool. So that's all set. Now we know don't touch that. Don't touch the, if you guys were ever curious, don't touch the pushback page until you're ready to go. Cool. I think we're looking good. Let's pull up some weather for Paris Orly. Gonna be fine. All right, cool. I know that in some of the aircrafts, like in the Flight Factor airplane, if you do that, it just completely, like you'll lose everything, right? So, altimeter is 1020, so we need to set that 1020 on the altimeter. Good. Let's take a look at our charts briefly here for the departure as well. Top altitude today is, does it say? Top altitude jets, 13,000 feet for jets. Good, we'll plug that in, wonderful. And then our V2 speed was 131, so we'll get that plugged in here as well. Beautiful. Cool, that all looks good. If we go upstairs, we should see that the APU is on and available. Let's get the APU generators left side and right side. Beautiful. We'll get the APU bleed on. We'll get the hydraulic pumps on as well. Isolation valve can go to auto. Yaw dampers can come on. That's all looking good. We'll get the rest of the fuel pumps now. we can remove the ground power. So let's come down here and go to the second FMC, or McDo here. Go to return. We'll go to ground services. We will release the ground power. We will remove the chocks. We'll then come back here. We'll go to pushback. I want this guy. And if I come out here and I see we should have a tow. There we go. Okay. I don't know why the jetway has decided to come back, but we'll remove him. There we go. Jetway can get removed. Okay, there we go. Yep, jetway's gone. All right. Cool. That was a LOWI chart? What? No, it wasn't. What are you talking about? I have LOWI charts opened here, but this isn't a LOWI chart. You can see we're sitting on the ground. This is Paris. This is the departure. Just because you have LOWI charts open up here, and you can close that. There you go. Still makes it a Paris Orly LFPO. Are you allowed to fly the same route? Of course you are. I'm just not doing it online today. That's the only difference of today. That's literally the only difference. All right. We are going to start the pushback. We're ready to go.
Go ahead. We've been cleared for pushback and start straight back. Roger that. Ready for push straight back. Brakes
cool.
Off.
Anti-collision lights coming on.
Brakes released.
Right. And the pushback has
Brakes released. Here we go.
commenced. Beautiful. Cool. Upstairs. Engine number 2 over to ground. Start valve open. EGT. N2 percentage rising. Beautiful. In the toolbar settings, if you turn off simulate nose wheel lift, it will work with the PMDG. I already have it off, Adam. I don't know why it's not working. Chris, what's up, dude? Hey, just an FYI, I think it was a glitch that day for you because your pushback toolbar planner and pushback works just fine. Maybe. Could have been. Let's introduce fuel number 2. I'll have to retry it again then. You can input sim brief plans into the PMDG. You can, G-Mark, yes. You can. Beautiful. Sounds like a good start on engine number 2.
Pushback.
That's the extent of our pushback, I guess. Park brake is set.
Brake set.
Engine number 1 to ground.
Steering pin is pulled. Watch for the salute and release from guidance on your right. Have a good flight.
N2 percentage looking good. Indigo, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. 25%. We'll introduce fuel number 2. It is him, Steve, yeah. You can't input it directly like the 5OR. You have to download the flight plan. Yes,
Always
you have to.
love your LOWI streams with that awesomate approach. Underscore CPT 5XE.
Huge no floaties to you, Huskers. Thank you very much for the $5 donation, man. I'm very much looking forward to today, dude. Waited a long time to have this airplane to be able to do this. So huge no floaties, man. Thank you. You've flown all 3 variants, the BBJ and the cargo. PMDG really knocked us out of the park. They did. Yep. I agree, man. It's a very good airplane. Very good airplane. Which add-on do I use to pull up the jet bridge? That is called Pushback Express, available for download on flightsim.to. Pushback, toolbar pushback, I think is what it's called. All right, flap set to 5 degrees, which will be 3 notches. Leon, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Your engines sound very low in the cabin. I have the sounds turned up. Interesting. I've noticed the sounds are absolutely awesome on this. Abdul, yes, absolutely, man. Yeah. Scooby, I'm not a real pilot, man. I wouldn't be able to answer that question. And I honestly think it's silly to even ask that question. That's just my opinion. Engine generators 1 and 2, probe heats are coming on. APU bleeds are coming off. Engine bleeds are coming on. Packs over to the auto position. Pressurization panel is set and checked. We'll get our engine start switches over to continuous. APU goes off. Beautiful. We'll make sure that our trim is set here at 5.60. We'll make sure that is set. Should be good right about there. Cool. And let's get our taxi on, shall we? Park brake is off. And we'll pull open our chart. We're going to do a big 180 out here to the right. And we'll pull open our charts. Yeah, we're going to follow this guy around here to runway 7. What time is it in Canada? Just past noon. Afternoon. Flaps sound good, just quiet engines. Weird. Did you leave the ISO valve open? I thought it was close them during engine start. I'm not sure, Steve. I have always left them in the auto position. Auto or open. Usually auto. Because that way if it needs to be closed, it'll be closed. Do you have any idea if PMDG is going to release their 737-800 in August? The 800 is scheduled for August. We're getting the 600 in 600 in June. I don't know too many people that are looking forward to the 600, but that's just, yeah. That's the way they've decided to release it. I don't think I'll be picking up the 600. I'm not very interested in that. Never understand why people ask what time it is. Google exists at this point. I mean, that's cool. I get it. A lot of people are curious. Maybe they think like, how does this guy stream at dinner time? And then they realize that I'm in a completely different time zone, right? All I want is some American Airlines liveries. There's some, Steve. Go to flightsim.to. There's an American Airlines dirty livery, actually, that I downloaded. It looks real nice. Haven't flown with it yet, but it looks real nice. All right, we're going to follow the ramp all the way out here, friends. Then we're going to make a right turn. Where we want to make our right? Probably make it at, actually, we go all the way down and just make it on Lima Mike and then down. I want the 800 and the 900? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. This is beautiful scenery, by the way, guys, here. This Paris Orly scenery, if you're a fan of flying in Paris. And unlike me, I'm about this close to uninstalling all of the handcrafted airports that come with this simulator. It's almost a slap in the face to like those airports and the people that fly in and out of those airports, because they're just awful. The handcrafted airports are just abysmal. They're not. How did our V speeds change so drastically? Weird. Yeah, they're just terrible. So yeah, I don't know. I'd much rather fly into Paris Orly than Charles de Gaulle, because the Charles de Gaulle scenery, although I like flying into Charles de Gaulle, the scenery is just atrocious and it runs like ass. Orlando is great. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I've yet to find a handcrafted airport that's great, but I don't know. Jaden, 5 months. Thanks so much for support, man. This has got some beef ribs on the smoker. I can taste it from here, my man. Thanks, Jaden, for the 5 months, dude. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Are they going to release any Maxes? Yes. After all the variants are out, so the 600, the 700, the 800, the 900, they do plan on doing the Max version of this aircraft as well. Yes. All right, flight director left side, flight director right side. We'll go VNAV, we'll go LNAV. We'll turn our auto throttle on. For some reason, VNAV didn't want to engage right there. I'm not quite sure why VNAV doesn't want to engage. What's going on with VNAV? Legs. Oh, you know what? I probably have some setting in here. I meant to do that. Bear with me here. When we get to the airport, I'm just going to check some settings very quickly. I thought the handcrafted airports were the reason to get the deluxe version, seeing as the default planes are junk. I mean, the scenery is just as bad, man. It's terrible, dude. Like the Amsterdam scenery, like that's what I mean. Like it's okay. It'll get the job done. I guess it's better than not having any scenery, but like when you factor in just how shitty the airports look, like when you break things down, like nitty gritty, right? Like Amsterdam, there's one of the taxiways that has a nice little bridge. It goes over the roadway, they haven't even modeled that, dude. They literally have the road just going right through the taxiway. It's just like a four-way stop. You've got the taxi where the airplanes are taxiing, and then a highway, a 4-lane highway that just goes right through the taxiway. It's like that at Frankfurt as well. It's just atrocious, man. It's for a simulator that looks this beautiful and pays attention to so much detail. It blows my mind how the scenery can be so bad at the handcrafted airports. I'm not really sure. It's pretty terrible. Are you flying in real time? Yes, it is. Check my V-Speeds page. We just did that, though. It just asked me if I wanted to. I probably have to hit execute, right? There we go. It's because I didn't hit execute. Thank you for that. Yeah. My home airport is Eham. I got so upset with that shit. Dude, it's terrible, man. It's terrible. Yeah. I would, Kevin. I mean, I wouldn't pay extra. Now that I own the premium version of the air, I would not own it again. No. I would just wait for developers to make something. You know what I mean? All right. Bear with me here for 2 seconds, friends. We are not flying online, so it doesn't really matter if we hold short. I just want to check some stuff here in the menu. I'm just going to set the park brake. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go to menu quickly, and I'm going to go to PMDG, and I'm going to go to aircraft. I'm going to go to equipment. Let me just roll through here quickly to make sure that we've got all of our altitude constraints and restrictions on. That all looks good. That all looks good. That all looks good. I'm happy with all of that. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, cool. That's all fine. Let's go to displays. You're all on. You're all on. You're all on. That's all set. Okay. Cool. Everything's fine. Sweet. Beautiful. Go back to the FMC. Go back to our takeoff in the V-speed. Sweet. All right, cool. Everything looks good. Let's get ready for departure here, friends. Landing lights are on. Runway turnoffs on. Release the park brake. We'll make sure that our strobe light is on. Wing lights on. Beautiful. And we'll make sure that our seatbelts are on as well. And we'll ding the cabin. Let them know we're ready to go. The early Japanese airports stack up better than most of the new ones. I agree. I want to go fly back in Japan, man. I want to do some ANA hops in the 7-3. I think that would be absolutely awesome. Hey, Cap, PMDG is next. Going to release a 777. Yes, 777 is next, then the 747. Very excited for the 777, man. That's going to be woof. You get 60 FPS in X-Plane. I missed something. I don't know if you're talking to me. Hey, Caps, you know how I can make Microsoft Flight Simulator run smoothly because I only get 20 FPS? My guess is you have everything turned up way too high.
I can't wait to land in Switzerland. Those ladies in the Swiss Miss outfits are wild during Zuri visa. Nice beautiful giant marshmallows. True story. Somewhere in Zurich, I lost a shoe.
Somewhere in Zurich, I lost a shoe. Why doesn't that surprise me? After hearing all the donations for the last 6 months to a year, I am not surprised one bit. Huge downloadies to you, C2A. Thank you very much for the support. If anybody finds C2A's shoe in Zurich, please let the stream know. We'll hopefully return his shoe. That shoe may be gone. Maybe at the end of, maybe at the bottom of some Zurich river or something like that. But alrighty, friends, let's do this. Throttle's up to 40%. Thanks for the donation, man. Chrono's going on. Toga is set. Beautiful. Let's go, friends. Off to Innsbruck. Ah, yes, my left engine gonna kill itself, no problem. I don't know why. It likes to do that, the engine, every now and then.
80 knots.
Takeoff power set, 80 knots. Checked. We're neutral on the stick.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
V2. Positive rate of climb.
You're up. Yeah, I know, Steve. That's exactly what's going on. Also, re-engage auto throttle. All right, let's bring that nose down. Let's gain some altitude. Gears in the off position. Auto brakes off. We'll get our retractables off as well. Does anybody know why the trim wheel does that off of takeoff? It goes all bananas like that. Is it trying to reset itself, or is there a setting that I can do to turn that off? Let's go flaps up 1. I've noticed when you go flaps clean, it stops that noise, but My God, it's annoying off departure. Okay, Camrock, I'll have to try that. No, the trim's not a bug. It's something to do. It's something to do with like an auto trim something. It's called speed trim. Okay, can you turn it off somewhere in the settings? Alright, and 215 we'll go flaps clean. Again, just following our flight directors here, guys. The 700 is auto trim. It's supposed to do that. Got you. Okay. So it's a 700 thing. France looks so good, dude. I hope the weather's decent in Innsbruck today. All right, 8,000 feet. Autopilot's on. Bring you guys back up into the flight deck. Academic Sports, thanks so much, dude, for dropping another dollar donation. Appreciate you, man. Huge shout floaties to you. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. That's extremely kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, there we go. Nice departure out of Paris, Orly. Beautiful views down there. Undecided on the Thrustmaster yoke and the honeycomb. What do you recommend? Denis, if you fly commercial aircraft like me, 99% of the time, I can 100% confidently say, get the Thrustmaster joystick. If you're somebody that's training for like GA or something like that, well, general aviation aircraft don't use that pendular design the way that Thrustmaster's yoke is designed, so I'd say maybe go with the honeycomb. But I think unanimously chat is going to agree with me that the Thrustmaster product is far superior. And again, I'm not taking anything away from Honeycomb. I love my Honeycomb. I love Honeycomb as a company, but you know, you have to be truthful, and the truth is that the Thrustmaster product range, if you're a commercial airline flyer or you replicate flying commercial jets in your simulator, the Thrustmaster is a complete game changer, and I think it's unbeatable, to be honest with you. Logo lights, wing lights, landing lights. We'll release the cabin here as well. Let the flight attendants start the in-flight services. Beautiful. Those visuals down there, just stunning as well. Gorgeous. Now flying into LOWI as well in this plane. Nice. Enjoy, man. Sweet. It works for GA, but yeah, it's weird. 100%. Yeah. I agree, and I don't even have it. The honeycomb is not made for airliners. It's not designed for it. You're 100% correct. The honeycomb is designed to fly like your Cessnas and stuff around. The Thrustmaster pendular yoke system is designed to fly airliners. It was not designed with GA at heart. Now, that being said, the GA is really good, but yeah. Starstep, yeah, it was nice, man. Hey, Cap, now that some planes have released the Microsoft Flight Simulator, what plane would you rather
Mr.
fly?
Mopar Dude, I truly hope that the SiU has grown up, started a family and has become a productive member of society, unlike the degenerate lifestyle it was once accustomed to.
Oh, yes. Huge self-floaties QC28, thank you, man. The MD-80, the 7.3, or the A32NX. I mean, this airplane is, in my opinion, it's hard to beat this one, man. Really hard to beat this one. I forgot to plug in our cruise altitude, so we'll do that now. We'll re-plug in VNAV. Yeah. This airplane's hard to beat, man. The Leonardo 8 MD-80 is also a great airplane, but I don't think it's of this quality and of this standard. And I mean, the same goes for the A32NX, right? The A32NX, it's a great airplane, and I, you know, kudos to everything that that the fly-by-wire team has done, but it's not even close to on the same level as this thing. Yeah. Steve, I don't use those. They are for a throttle, making it so that if you can't afford a throttle, you can use those as a throttle. But yeah. Wesley, what's up, man? All the way from Trinidad. Hope all is well. You're using the TM yoke with a honeycomb throttle. Forgot your setup. Right now, I'm actually using the Thrustmaster throttle, the Boeing throttle, and the all Thrustmaster right now. While you're praising the airplane, have you found the manual gear release levers? Yeah, they're usually behind the... They're back here, aren't they? It's like right here somewhere. I think it's here, isn't it? I don't want to open it up just in case I do anything, but it's down here. And I think you actually can use them. Love how they even have the gear pins modeled here as well. Yeah, I think it's down right here. I don't want to do that. We can open up the... we can open up this, though. There we go. Someone's riding jump seat. Anyone know in chat where I can grab cap settings? Daniel, high-end preset, clouds on ultra, trees on low. Super easy, Daniel. High-end preset, clouds on ultra, trees on low. Terrain LOD is at 120. If it's not closed, you can't retract the gear. Got you. All right. Hey, that's my seat. Samuel.
Since seat 2A brought up shoes, the next time we go skateboarding at Schiphol, I need to pick up a pair of clogs in the duty-free.
Absolutely. 100% agree. Samuel, thanks so much for the 5 bones, man. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you for the continued support of the channel. Appreciate you as always, man. Thanks, buddy. The shoe can sit jump seat. All right, the shoe deserves jump seat. I guess you're right. The shoe does deserve jump seat. Do I have Google Maps? Nope. Google Maps mod? No. Microsoft Flight Simulator keeps crashing to desktop. Any tips? Turn down your settings. Maybe do you have a lot of stuff in your community folder? Make sure all of your stuff's up to date. Beautiful weather in Oakland, California today. Nice. When are you going to try the Lukla landing? I don't know, man. We'll get to it. Pickup, how's it going? I got a question. Would you recommend me purchasing of X-Plane 11 aircraft, or do I wait for X-Plane 12? Well, most of the aircraft should be compatible. So if you do want to pick up an aircraft for X-Plane 11, it should be compatible with X-Plane 12. So yeah, you should be okay. Should is the key word. Pardon me. Is it possible, can you show the brake temperature after landings? We could take a look at that, Keith. Yeah, we're going to be landing with max brakes today, so. Hey, Cap, should we call the tower in Innsbruck now? I mean, they should be getting lobster boiling because they're about to have a runway buried in butter. I don't know, man. Innsbruck's a tough approach, dude. And if we don't want to be floating, we're probably not going to get the butter today. I mean, my goal always is under 200 feet per minute. I'd like to get a landing today. I'd like to put it like just after the 1,000 footers or at the 1,000 footers at about 170, 180, I think is going to be appropriate. But we'll see, man. Innsbruck is, it's quite a handful. Quite a handful indeed. Remember, guys, if you are enjoying the content, please don't forget to smash down the thumbs up button. We've got 3 lives coming up to you on the next 3 days. Tomorrow we're going to be doing real world Lux Air Ops. We're going to be going from Paris Orly to Luxembourg, and then from Luxembourg to, where did I say we're going? Venice? Venice, yeah. Venice in Italy. So that's going to be a lot of fun. How tall are you? 6'2", Adam. Like button smash. Thanks, Harry. I don't know how to have the air stairs not included. Land O'Lakes, you have to set a, you have to set like a state, a panel state, if you will. Do you reckon X-Plane 12 won't get as many sales as expected because of the recent hype? With Microsoft Flight Simulator, personally, I'm not considering it anymore. It may or may not. I don't know, man. I think the diehard X-Plane users will obviously be picking it up, but yeah, I mean, I think you'd be crazy to not think that Microsoft Flight Simulator has hampered some of the sales, for sure. For sure. There won't be as many people buying X-Plane 12 because Microsoft Flight Sim is here, and we're starting to get add-ons like this, right? You know, we're supposed to get the Phoenix A320 too. That's like any time now. We're going to be getting the Phoenix A320, so yeah, absolutely.
Search party for the shoe fund.
This guy, man. Mopar dude, dropping the $50 donation. Huge no floaties to you, Mopar. Thank you very much for the continued support as well, my friend. That was extremely kind of you, dude. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very, very much. Really do appreciate that, man. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, man. I'm flying with Transavia from Rotterdam to Tenerife. Wish me luck. Nice. Sounds like a fun flight, though. Can you walk around the cabin? You can. Yes. Hi. Welcome inside the cabin. How may I direct you? Flying from Atlanta to Key West with a Delta 73. Ooh, that's a fun flight, dude. I love doing Miami to Key West. Is probably one of my favorite flights, Captain John. Like in that part of the world, Miami to Key West is just stunning. Love, 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 love doing those routes, man. Bought the 3080 online the other day. Can't wait till it gets here. Barbados. Oh, baby. Nice. Spoiler alert, looks like every other jet cabin. Of course. But they still want to see it. How do you get the Fly Live banner? It's not Fly Live, Danny. It's put exclamation point banner in chat. Phoenix should be out this month. Can't wait. Yes. Yes. Very excited. So many people on board. Yep. When will you do some Caribbean hops? Not sure, Alexander. We flew to Innsbruck. Wow. We flew to Saint Martin. What was it? Last week? The week before? Last week, I think we flew to Saint Martin. Last weekend. I'm pretty sure. So yeah. I agree, Luca. Yeah. Yeah. Was every airline these days going cheap plastic Airbus seats? I miss flying in the 90s. Efficiency, John. Weight, and how many seats can they pack in there, man? What do you expect the Phoenix to cost? I honestly have no clue, man. I really don't know. I know that initially, when they initially came out and they were talking about the Phoenix, I believe that they said that they were everybody was going to be really pleased at their pricing model. So fingers crossed. I have no clue what they plan on pricing it at, but fingers crossed that it's going to be at somewhat of a decent value. But I really don't know, man. I mean, I would go anywhere from $60 to $100. Like that's my right. Like I really don't know. 60 to 100.
Dad, is that you? Mopar dude, when you going to buy a computer? When Explain 17 comes out?
Explain 17 and Mopar will be ready to go. C2A has a lost shoe. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you for the $3. Mopar, you're getting in trouble. Got to get you that PC. Sooner than later. Hey, Cap, I wanted to fly along today, but turns out it's just the weekend in the year that I have to work. It's okay, Vincent. I guess you'll be happy to know that I'm not flying online today. So if there is one week or one day that you should be missing, it is today. We're not flying online just because of how small Innsbruck is. It just makes it an absolute cluster. But we'll be back online tomorrow. Doing some real world Lux Air ops in the 737-700. Gonna be going from Paris Orly to Luxembourg down to Venice. Why am I forgetting where we're going? Venice. And then on Sunday we're going to be doing some. Where's Mr. Mr. Baldo in chat today? I thought I saw him in here. We're going to be doing some Italian ops on Monday, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. Considering that the future of Phoenix updates will be free sharklets, etc., I don't know. I do not know. I don't know enough about the project, man, unfortunately. Hey, do you know how to turn the built-in ATC mics off because it just changes the frequency while flying? Jay, go into the sound options and turn off voices. That'll get rid of them. I think it'll be priced at $70. There you go. Are we going to do the circle to land approach? Absolutely, Sólríkt. Yes, we don't fly into Innsbruck without doing that approach. I'm in the process of creating lost shoe flyers for Seat 2A. Looking good so far. Nice. I'm here, Captain. Looking forward to Monday. Sweet. Awesome. Cool. Going down to Sicily and then back up to Sicily to Rome. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Similar pricing to the PMDG I think would be reasonable. There you go. There you go. $69.99 or something like that. $70. I mean, it makes sense, right? So, do I use Volanta? I don't. I use Sim Toolkit Pro. Phoenix will include the IE engines after release for free. There you go. Good news. Good news. ABC Gaming, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. I am doing well. We are coming up to 37,000 feet on the cruise of 30. So we're coming up to 35 for 37, which is our cruise altitude today. No clouds to speak of so far. What's the weather doing in Innsbruck? Watch, it's going to be like thunderstorms and stuff. The one day we want to fly in Innsbruck. Hey, Cap, how are you feeling this? How are you this fine day? I'm doing well, Colin. Colin, how are you, man? I had a great sleep last night. Great sleep. Few at 6,000, scattered at 7,000. Okay, we should be good. No problems there. The sim community badly needs a good A220. One's in development. Synaptic simulations. A220. It's going to be a freeware project. But it looks pretty good. You can actually, Montreal Dev, if you go on their YouTube, Synaptic Simulations, if you go on their YouTube, you can see some of the stuff that they've done. Some of the system modeling that they've added so far, pretty impressive, man. Pretty impressive. It's going to be like the fly-by-wire, if not better, in my opinion. But it's going to be right up there with like fly-by-wire level of stuff. Somebody do a Weather Ottawa. Smitty, Weather Ottawa. Look at how hot it is here today. Oh my goodness. Daisy and I were out earlier for a WALK. We almost melted. It's that hot here today. It's so humid. It's, whew. Speaking of which, I was like, let me take a look at the temps, but temps are looking good. I mean, they usually run like 5 degrees cooler when it's a little bit cooler in here, but 60 degrees on both the CPU and the GPU. Very happy with that. No issues there. 60 degrees on both. The weather is gross here today. Cap, I know this is off topic, but are you ever going to buy a home cockpit? No, I don't make that kind of money, man. No. Look at the weather in Edmonton. That's just bananas. It didn't do the weather for Ottawa, though. Everybody's doing the weather, that's why now, Smitty. It's fighting to get it all in. 28 degrees in Belgium. Oof. Too bad you don't know how hot it is in Krakow. Should call off for you tomorrow, Cap. It's way cooler here today. Gotcha, Mopar. Yeah, tomorrow... I don't know, actually. Tomorrow was calling for thunderstorms. Tomorrow, what are they calling for? Monday. Tomorrow, thunderstorms and 25 degrees. Monday, thunderstorms and 22 degrees. Tuesday, rain. Wednesday, sunny again. So yeah, the next 3 days are rain. Like 90, 190. Yeah, Nightbot's it's not playing nicely today. Daniel Keane dropping the €10. Thank you very much, Daniel. I appreciate you, man. Home Cockpit Fund. Oh boy. Thanks for support, man. I appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you very, very much for support. It is very, very kind. Appreciate that,
Home
man.
Cockpit Fund.
Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, Daniel. Huge no floaties, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 28C in Las Vegas, and Smitty can't get his Starlink set up. Smitty, we're going to have a chat after this, young man, young sir. Just got back from the round of golf here in the UK. Surprisingly nice weather for us. Do you play golf yourself? I do, yes. I didn't get to go out last year because of COVID and all the crazy restrictions. I don't have any friends that play golf, so I usually like to go out like by myself and I'll play around or something like that. I love going at twilight. You go to like any golf course at twilight, so I think twilight here is like after 4 o'clock. Yeah. MWR, thanks so much for your support, man. I appreciate you, dude. Up into business class. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. That is extremely kind. Really do appreciate that. Guys, let's welcome our newest member, MWR. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, dude. Brian, thanks for the subscription as well. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you. Why are we offline today? Good to see you. Pierce, it's just a single runway. Innsbruck is a single runway, and every time we fly in on VATSIM, it just ends up being like a literal meme, dude. You have people flying in on different runways. You got all kinds of stuff going on. So I've chosen today to fly offline just to keep it a little bit, the stream a little bit shorter and a little bit less meme worthy. And you have to remember, Innsbruck is a fairly popular airport. So there's usually a lot of other people that are flying in and out of the airport that don't watch my streams, that have no clue about my streams, and I feel like we make it kind of not fair for them. So ever plan on flying an E175 as soon as we get a good one, Firmus? Yeah. Absolutely, Mopar. Yeah, that's usually why I love it, dude. And there's far less people out on the golf course at that time, right, Mopar? Everybody fights to get like that early morning and then early afternoon. So by the time you go, oh man, you can stretch no problem. You don't have to worry about it. You just stretch. Golf and stretch go hand in hand, in my opinion. You're not golfing right if you're not stretching. I stretch furiously when I golf. It's the best place to go stretching. Sorry, your fuel on this plane was in kilograms. How do you change it? Mine's in pounds. Zorps. Go to the menu. Go to PMDG setup. Go to aircraft. Go to displays. And the last page. 9 of 9. Fuel total. Weight in units. Kilograms or pounds. So again, one more time. At the main menu. Go to PMDG setup. Aircraft. Displays. 9 of 9. Third one down. Weight units. Kilograms and pounds. That is how you do it, my friend. Do you think X-Craft's E175 is bad? I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's good. I'm waiting for them to release V2. As soon as they've got V2, we'll be flying it. When are we flying in Chicago? I have no clue, man. Yeah. Golf plus stretch plus beer equals bliss. Exactly. Yes. Stretched and watch a movie this morning. Nice. I'm going to stretch and wait the sunset for Peggy's Cove. Beautiful. Love it. Cap, how do you use the rudder pedals for nose wheel tiller? You just do, Matt. You don't have to set anything. That's how it should be, like, default. Topgolf is good. We tried to get in at Topgolf in Orlando, and it was like busy for like 3 weeks. You had to like put in a time slot like 3 weeks in advance. But we wanted to go to Topgolf. Yeah. Cap, if you're gonna fly in Chicago, can you take the 737-900 United Airlines? We'll see. We'd have to do that in X-Plane. We obviously can't do that in Microsoft Flight Sim, so we'll see, man. No point in talking about it though, guys, because it's not gonna happen for a while. We've got the next little bit planned out here. William, thanks so much, man. Dropping the $5 donation. I appreciate that.
Why on earth won't my landing gear go up? I've tried everything. Also, nose wheel / tiller steering is somewhat complicated. It isn't default for me.
Very weird, William. As far as landing gear right now, William, I'm just using G on my keyboard. Gear, G. Once puts it up, and then you have to lock it with your mouse, and then G again will bring it down. But yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the 5 bones, man. Appreciate you. Huge no floaties, too. I hope we can get that figured out. I don't have anything bound. If you are having issues with your landing gear, unbind whatever you have set to your joystick, your yoke, whatever you have, your throttle. So yeah, thank you, M. Carter. Appreciate that. Oh, let's talk about golf. I might have to go see if there's any tee times available today. Nice, dude. I hope to go out a couple times this year. We'll see. But there is a setting, in fact, for the tiller steering. There you go. What do you think of the Flight Factor 777? I've had many issues with it, especially with the fuel. Yeah, the V1 version is terrible. Well, not terrible, but it's so outdated. It's just not good. So yeah. Ever flown the Leeds? We have, yes. We've got some beautiful scenery by Orbex for X-Plane. Dog cab, she's not in her bed. She's probably over on the couch enjoying the AC. If you had a home cockpit, which plane would it be? Well, that's the thing, man. It makes it, you know, like, being a streamer and a content creator, it makes it very hard to have like a full-blown home cockpit, right? Because, you know, the best thing about what I get to do, and I think like a huge success of my channel, is that I fly a plethora of aircraft, right? I can jump in any Airbus, I can jump in almost any Boeing, you know, we fly all kinds of stuff, CRJs, Q400s, BAE 146s, you know, like we fly all these different planes, and that's kind of what I love about Flight Sim, is the you know, when you're going and you're doing that stuff and you fly a bunch of different aircraft, and that's the beauty of it. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how I would feel about a home cockpit. Maybe like sometime later in my life when like I'm like, okay, this is the airplane that I want to fly. But yeah, depends. Can you tell you some cool short haul flights? I mean, just go on the channel, man. We got a bunch, dude. Got a bunch. If you buy a home cockpit for a random aircraft, but then you get bored of using it, well, that's what I mean. Like, that's what I would be scared of. And especially for a content creator, you know, like it's really hard to like get a full-blown like home cockpit, because for a content creator that just doesn't make sense. For every, you know, for an average Joe, that like, sure, it probably makes way more sense, right? They're not creating content. They're not, you know, I can only imagine like, okay guys, for the 100th flight in a row, welcome to our 737 simulator. Like, you know, at some point people aren't going to give a shit about the 737, right? They're going to want to see me fly different airplanes. So it's like, well, why would I invest all that money in a home cockpit to then have to come back and use my desktop to fly airplanes that everybody else wants to see? You know what I mean? So yeah. Checklist: favorite streamer check, favorite airline check, favorite plane check, and favorite airport check. Perfect. Labobo, what's up, man? That's awesome, dude. Glad you're having a great Saturday, man. Thanks for being here with us. The way VR is getting better and better, there's no need for home cockpits. I mean, that's very true as well. Great point. Great point, actually. Imagine what VR is going to be like in a couple years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Imagine VR in this simulator in 5 years' time, when we've got all the Phoenix Sims, we've got FS Labs, we've got PMDG, all of their airplanes, we've got Aerosoft, all of their airplanes. You know, oddly enough, I know that this airplane just released, but I'm kind of excited for the Aerosoft 330. I'm kind of excited to be able to do some long hauls in Microsoft Flight Sim in a proper A330. So yeah, I hope they do a good job with it. I hope it's as good as their CRJ. So yeah. Looks like your only choice to make is at least 3 or 4 full home cockpits. Oh man, I wish, Alex, dude. I wish, man. I mean, that would be the dream, dude. But when you're talking like $150,000 for each one, yeah. The 330 is shit in P3D. I hope it's good in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Well, so is their RJ series, right, Hannah? Their CRJ is not very good in P3D either, but it's really good in Microsoft. So, yeah. Hey, do you actually restart the simulator every second flight? I do, Diego, yeah. Probably don't need to do it, but it's just something that I've always done in my checklist. I'm used to flying X-Plane. X-Plane is extremely unstable if you try and like restart the sim, you know, if you try and do a flight, quote unquote, back to back, or like do a turnaround or whatever. It's actually really unstable. So yeah. Morton, it's in the settings. Should be in the FMC settings somewhere. Harry, take care, man. I'll catch you tomorrow, dude. Devworthy, no, it's not. It's not at all, man. In that case, I mean, you can do whatever you'd like from us, but in my opinion, I would always restart your simulator. You know, you remove that 1%, that like what if, you know what I mean? So there are home pits that have multiple setups for multiple aircraft, more of a general setup. Interesting. That'd be kind of cool. I'd probably be more down for that. If you can work for an airline in a special airplane, what would it be? I don't know. Good question. I really don't know. Cap, to use Rex enhanced airport textures, in my opinion, can make a shitty handcraft airports better. I don't. To be fair, I really don't fly into a lot of handcrafted airports, Montreal Dev. Most of the time I'll have scenery for where we're flying into. But yeah, I haven't used that. Auto throttle issue, check the CDU menu, PMDG setup options, simulation page 2. Auto throttle manual override, that might be what's causing the disconnect. Got you, Les, thank you. We need chase plane? We do. Yeah. The 330 is going to come by default on X-Plane 12, and Flight Factor is working with Laminar to develop it. Looking forward to that. Interesting, Randy. I haven't heard anything about Flight Factor helping develop it. That's interesting. Are you just making that up, or do we have any confirmation of that, Randy? I have yet to see anywhere in any article. I know that Tolis is working on X-Plane 12 as well. Well, they're putting their input in on X-Plane 12, but can you show your plane models? No. Far too much work to pull every single one of them off the shelf. If you would like to see them, we did one in our long haul not that long ago. I think we're going to get ready for our descent here soon. Cap, do you prefer P2P installation liveries or drag and drop? I don't mind either one of them, man. I mean, drag and drop is the quicker, but yeah. Is being a streamer a full-time job, or do you work something else? It is a full-time job, Debworthy. Very fortunate, man. My opinion, I feel like even X-Plane 12 releases Microsoft Flight Simulator will be more played. Maybe. Who knows? Do I like flying? I do. All right, let's go to our progress page here. Top of descent is in 73 nautical miles. 73 nautical miles, friends. Do you fly when you're not streaming? Sometimes, yeah. I do practice flights. Make sure that the sceneries are working. Make sure the airplane's working. Make sure the sim is working. Yep. I do practice flights all the time. What key combinations do you use for spoilers? Did you assign a button? I have a button. I have the speed brake lever on my Thrustmaster throttle. Ever flown to Cyprus? I believe we have, yeah. Thanks up, Carter. Which flies better, the Zebo or the PMDG? That's a personal opinion, man. I'm not a real pilot, so I'm irrelevant, and neither is anybody else in chat. I don't think anybody else flies 737s in real life, so that literally just comes down to personal choice, man. Personal preference. Cap, do you think that you ever go for a private pilot's license so you can get to stream flights from a Cessna? Maybe. We'll see, man. We'll see, dude. You wish Microsoft Flight Simulator had anything that X-Plane 11 has? I don't know. Go Leafs, go. Who's going to be watching the hockey games tonight, guys? Game 7. We got 3 Game 7s today. Carolina and Boston, Toronto and Tampa, and Edmonton and LA. 3 Game 7s tonight. Oh, baby. If this isn't what hockey fans love, I don't know what is. I'm going to be sitting watching every game tonight. Well, I don't think I'll watch the Carolina-Boston. It starts at like 4:30, I think. I just don't like Boston, so I probably won't be watching it. Do you want the Leafs to win? Oh, no, dude, I'm voting against the Leafs. I want to see them lose again, man. I want to see that team get blown up. Everybody's getting traded. Everybody's asking for trade requests. I want to see Mitchell Marner cry at the end of Game 7 when they lose again. Oh, baby. Can't wait. Yeah, Firmus Birdieman is a friend of mine, IRL friend. We've known each other for 20 years. Go Stars. Nice. Can't wait for the Leafs and Lightning game tonight. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to get some. I think I'm going to get a nice steak tonight for dinner. I think I'm making some steak and potatoes with some veggies. Cried delicious tears, Mitch. Does flying ever bore you? Not really, Levi. If you think about it, man, I've usually got chat here to keep me company. So they're always in here hanging out with me. Chat's the best, dude. We have a great time. Usually at my expense, but that's the best. That's the best part of it. Pardon me. I mean, you can't say that Boston's won how many cups in the last 10 years? At least you guys have, like, done something. Learned how to fly the new simulation CRJ 900 yesterday. Really nice aircraft. Sweet. Very cool. Are you going to do an eye reveal, no sunglasses? If you really want to see an eye reveal, just go to my Instagram, man. I have a bunch of pictures up there. Have you ever considered doing a social meeting with all of your channel members? I mean, I kind of do that at the Flight Sim Expos, Diego. So if you ever go to Flight Sim Expo, yeah, I usually set something up one of the nights that we're at the Flight Sim Expo. We all go out for dinner or something like that, but yeah. How do you set V-speeds in the A300? You do it through the tablet, Scooby. And then the FMC, I believe, or the CDU. What is the most common question you get asked from chat? Are you a real pilot? That's probably the biggest one. Are you a real pilot? And what else, chat? What are the most... What chat would probably know better, man, because they see everything. You know, half the time I'm flying the airplane and I can't read chat, right? But everybody's in chat all the time, so... When was the last time you went to YYJ in a sim? It's been a while, man. Been a while. Boeing or Airbus? What's your favorite plane? That's another big one. What's your favorite plane? What's your favorite airline? You know, those types of questions. Which, again, I really don't understand. I don't know how somebody could have, like, a favorite airline. I think maybe we're getting a little bit lost in translation there. Just the language is a little bit different. I think what people mean to ask is, like, what's your favorite livery? You know, what's your favorite livery on a jet? Or, you know what I mean? Another one is, can you fly to where, you know, can you fly here? Oh, hey, Captain, this is my home airport. Can you fly here? Those are big ones. Yeah. At this time, I would say, is the Zibo better than the PMDG? Again, legendary. I just want to. I'm not making fun of you, and I just want you to. I just want to put your question into perspective. What exactly are we talking about? Is the Zibo better than the PMDG? In what aspect, man? This is a completely different simulator, completely different parameters. This is a payware airplane. One is a freeware project. It's irrelevant, man. It really, truly is irrelevant. The only reason I feel like people are asking that question is because, like, they want to find some way to hate on something, right? They want to find a reason to hate on the PMDG, so they're trying to figure out which one is better, the Zibo or the PMDG. In my opinion, man, it's completely irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Like, it's, you know, I don't know. You think they're asking for the system depth? Oh, you mean that's a much... Okay, yes, you're 100% correct, legendary. That has been the most recent common question. You're 100% right on that one. Sorry. I thought you were asking that question, and I was about to... Yeah. If this is the second leg, are we doing a return? This is the first leg, Shiv. You've been here from the beginning. I don't know why you would think this is the second leg all of a sudden. This is the first leg. You've been here since the beginning. What's the weather at the destination? It's been looking good. So, the most asked question is, how are you? It's not a bad one. It's not fair to compare this and the Zibo. As said, different platforms. Both are absolutely amazing in their own way. Absolutely, 100%. That's exactly it. That's why I find, like, the people that ask that question, they're just trying to, you know, they're trying to build some type of hate or some type of justification for, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I really don't know. I think I want to plan a different approach, though. Don't I want to do... let me open up Innsbruck. I think I want to do approach... I think I want to do the Arnav Yankee or the Arnav Zulu. Let's do the Arnav Zulu. So I want to do that. Let's come down here. We're going to go to arrivals, made 1B, and we're going to do the Arnav Zulu runway 8, and we'll execute that. Okay, and then we'll throw that there. Throw that there. Execute. Why does it have these? Can you go here, please? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay. There we go. And we'll start bringing our nose down. We'll start it. I guess it's screaming that it wants us to send. I don't know what the speed's doing, so we're going to keep the speed up. And we're just going to altitude intervene. Please descend. Thank you. Shows that we're 5,000 feet up, so I'm going to put out some ground spoilers. That's my fault, to be honest with you. I don't know why it has this, like, what is this? Is that better? Okay. Descent path unavailable. Yeah, that was my bad, I guess. I'm just going to do level change, actually. That'll get us back on path. All right, level change. Let's go. Recommend getting Microsoft Flight Simulator. I feel like it's time after its release. Yeah, I mean, if you're ever going to get it, now's the time, for sure. And the infamous what's better, X-Plane or Microsoft Flight Sim? Yep. Crash the desktop on short final into LAS. Uh-oh, that sucks, man. You heard about Flight Factor helping Laminar in a podcast. Not sure if that's accurate. Should have stated that earlier. Sorry. No worries, Randy. It's just, I know the way that X-Plane is, and I feel like I don't think they would be accepting any external help, but I don't know. Maybe they've changed, right? Maybe they've realized that, you know, these are things that they need help with. I don't know. Have I tried anything by Mood Ring? No, I haven't. Alright, we're coming back up on a profile. Kind of. Full speed breakout. What's the difference between the 700 and the 800? The size. One is obviously much bigger. Let's get our terrain radar on. And if we pull this open, we need to be at Elman for 13. And then we're going to slowly descend from there. So we'll put 13 in here. We want to be at Elman for 13. Swiss Mountains in front of us. Kinkario, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. There is a little bit of difference in handling, Tabby, but yeah. I agree, Tabby, man. I'm gonna pick up the 7, the 8, the 9. Those are the ones that I'm gonna get. So. Have you ever flown on the Max because I'm taking one to Honolulu and back with Alaska? I have not. No. Do I advise you to buy the Jar Design 330? No, stay away. To be honest, I'll wait for the Phoenix A320. From teasers, it just seems better. I mean, yeah, I don't know. You can't compare an Airbus to a Boeing, but sure. I mean, I think at the end of the day, like, if you want to fly an Airbus over a Boeing, then yeah, it makes sense. But I don't think to compare the Phoenix with the PMDG, that's the two completely different airplanes, right? Again, kind of like two different parameters. One is, one's a Boeing, one's an Airbus. Now, last time I was checking, Innsbruck was still covered in snow. Would it be correct that the Innsbruck airport would be covered in snow? What's the temperature? I thought we just... Wish I could have been flying right now, but I have exams. No worries. It's 22 degrees. There better not be snow at this airport. There better not be snow. If there's snow when we fly overhead, we'll obviously change the weather. But knowing Asobo and Microsoft Flight Sim, there's no way at 22 degrees there's going to be snow on the runway. But my guess is there will be. Just the way that this sim is designed. Yeah, yesterday when I loaded in yesterday, there was snow on the ground, so it's been raining there according to the weather history. Okay. The mountaintops will be, but not the city and the airfield. Okay. My guess is the airfield's going to be covered in snow just because of the way that this simulator is designed. But, yeah. Hopefully it won't be, but my guess is that it probably will be. Alright, we need to be at Elman for 13 or above. We're definitely going to be above, but we are coming back down on profile. We can see here that we want to basically... We're going to overfly the airport. And we're going to come back down around like this for the circle to land. So that's fine. The only thing that we need now is we can just get our charts up and we can set an altitude of... I think we want to intercept here at 3,800 to 3,700. So we'll take this down to 3,700 now. 3,700. We'll keep going on level change. It's perfectly fine. Landed 2 days ago at 15 degrees and it was snow. Okay, so it looks like we're probably going to have to turn on our... We're just going to have to turn off the live weather for the landing. So, did you know that the level up 800 says Raid Shadow Legends on the flight deck door? I did not. No. Wait, I think I did know that, Tyson. Alright, transition level into Innsbruck is done at 11,000 feet. Transition by ATC. Usually it's 11,000 feet, I believe. And it's 10:18. Not sure why it's calling for that now at 18,000. We'll do it at 11. Dude, imagine flying into here, man. Whew. I can already see that the airport is going to be covered in snow. It's possible to adjust the cockpit volume in the FMC? I don't think so. Please land with snow? Why? It doesn't even look good, man. Like, it really doesn't even look good. It makes the runway look awful. There's no, like... It's just contaminated. You can't see anything. You can't see the touchdown markers. You literally can't see anything. Gonna go with Kraft Goldenberry. Who makes that one? I've been wanting to try that. I haven't tried it. Something tells me it's going to be awful, though. But I think that's why I haven't got it. I told you, man, if you want something really good, get Billy's Pheno. How much money is that one? What are top 5 airport sceneries? Oh, man, I don't know, dude. I can't answer that right now. I got way too much going on worrying about this approach. I don't know. It's more so the developers at this point, to be honest. I feel like the 700 and the 800 should have came in a package since they're fairly similar. I don't know. Realistically, you probably could have done either wrapped up in a package, right? But, yeah. The snow-covered stuff is awful. In reality, outside the blizzard, the runways don't even look obscured. Exactly. It's terrible. It does not replicate a snow-covered airport by any means. You know? It's terrible. You can download a mod about Amsterdam Airport. I saw that one, yeah. Well, how much is this one, Bob? That's what I'm saying. You're looking for good, but you don't want to spend any money. I mean, if you're looking at that, just go with, whatchamacallit. See, like, here looks good. There's no snow on these, but it seems like there's snow down here in the valleys. Come to the Bahamas, make sure you, try... Huh. Okay, King. I'll do my best. Just land on the taxiway. You were thinking of doing it last stream. We were going to take off on the taxiway last stream. Right, let's set our barometric pressure. We're coming up on 10,000 feet. We'll get the landing lights, engine start switches, seat belts, logo, and wing can come on. The airport's going to be down here, so it's 100% going to be covered in snow. I'll make a poll so that you guys can decide. Actually, no. Let's just wait. Okay, sure. There we go. I'll ask you guys. You guys can decide. I'm going to start bringing our speed back down now, too, to like 210 knots. Chris, this is a payware airport, so I don't think it would remove the snow textures. Let's go flaps 1. I'm going to pause the music here. I'm going to turn the sounds up in the sim. We get fully immersed in this arrival. All right. .136 on the approach speed. That's exactly why, Chris. Yeah, I don't think it removes it for payware airports. I think that's on the scenery dev. All right, so we're going to overfly the airport. We're actually going to make a slight left turn. We're going to hug this left side of the mountain as much as possible. That's the plan, at least. Turn the camera back on for you guys. Yeah, we're going to hug the left side of the airport here as much as possible, the left side of this mountain range, and then we're going to come back around for the circle to land. And I can already see here that the runway is covered in snow, which is not realistic at all, and it looks like clear the runway is winning. So we're going to turn off live weather. We're going to switch this to few clouds, maybe like scattered clouds. There, we'll flip it to scattered clouds. Looks a little bit better, and at least now we've got a clear runway. It's not all contaminated and covered in snow. Kind of silly, in my opinion. Again, it's 22 degrees Celsius in Innsbruck right now. There would be no snow on the runway at 22 degrees Celsius. 22 degrees, that's like 75 Fahrenheit. There's no way there would be snow on the runway. Absolutely no way there would be snow. So we'll just switch it over. It's okay. We're not gonna die. We'll all still be here. And again, we want to take this as close to the left side of the mountain as possible, so I'm going to flip over to heading select now. Speed and altitude's looking great right now. We can actually bring those back in. We can start arming everything. Arm you. Auto brake is set to max, which we need. Sweet. Wonderful. Imagine being in the airplane and doing the circle to land.
Terrain.
Yeah. Now, can I turn that off in here?
Terrain.
Does this actually work? Okay, it actually does work. Nice. All right, there's 3,700 feet. We'll keep our speed. Actually, we'll bring our speed to 190. Say hello to the mountain. Now, the reason you want to be on the left side here is because you're going to be making a big turn around. So we're actually going to take this a little bit more to the left. See how it opens up a little bit up here? We're actually going to take it even more a little bit to the left and then back around. But I don't know. I think we actually may be okay. If we get the charts open, we can see the visual approach circle to land here. So you can see up here, we want to kind of turn it into a heading and bring that back around. All right, speed's good. We'll get flaps 5 degrees out. There's the airport. Is this the visual approach where you are? Yes, you go for the church. Okay, you got it. All right, so I'm going to pop this up over here for now, just so it's out of the way, so I can keep it active and keep my eye on it. We're going to head this to the left by 15 degrees here for a sec. Right, and then we're going to swing this all the way around to 230. So let's do that now. We'll swing it all the way around to 230. Good. Right, and now we're going to get configured here, friends. So speed down 170. Let's drop our gear. Why gear horn? Hello?
1,000.
Why is the gear horn going on? Oh, because the altitude? Why is the altitude going down so much? Why was it doing that? And also, I don't know what happened to the altitude. We just lost like 400 feet in altitude right there. That was very weird. I don't know what happened. It's the flap setting? Oh, probably the flap setting in the... Okay. Gotcha. Can you please... Okay, it's climbing to 3,700 feet again, so we're good. Don't worry. We'll get us there. Okay, looking good. I know this looks a little bit crazy, but I promise you we're not dying. We're going to get to the airport. 136 on the approach speed. We'll set that now. We'll get the rest of our landing lights on. Good. We'll go flaps 25. Good. And through 160, we'll go flaps 30, which will be our landing flaps. There's the ski jump that you aimed for. Big ski jump. We will start our replay. So we are recording from here. So that's good. Beautiful. Next step is going to be to a heading of 264. Make sure we set that. We can set that now, 264. And we'll follow that track in. Imagine doing this approach real life, man. This would be absolutely bananas. Now, to be fair, I don't know if they do this approach anymore where they overfly the airport and they turn back in. I don't know if they still actually do this approach, but man, oh man, it would just be so much fun, dude. This is one of those approaches where you'd be like, oh baby, hanging on. And I believe this is one of the approaches where you have to be specially trained, correct? Like to fly this approach in real life, you have to be specially certified to fly the approach, if I'm not mistaken. It says that we're landing with a tailwind. I don't know if I can fix that as well. Wind. Go away.
500.
500. Now, we're right on track. Kind of looks like we're going to fly
400.
into something here, so I'm going to take us just to the right a little bit. We're dead on track on the chart. Like on the charting, we're dead on, but that looked a little bit sketchy. Almost looked like we might have clipped some buildings there. So we'll do that. We can now turn it back to a heading of 264. Imagine first day of flying this route, dude, it would just be wild. It would just be wild, man. This would be amazing, though. Like one of my favorite things, I think it would be. All right, friends, enjoy the arrival. Catch you guys down on the ground. Auto throttle's coming off. Autopilot's coming off. See you guys down on the ground. Cool. Now, we want to descend slightly through this turn. So we'll start making our turn now. Here we go. And we want to descend slightly. I'm going to get the flight director off. Don't need you. Thank you. All right, and we're going to descend slightly. About 1,000 feet per minute is what we're aiming for. And we're just going to keep that turn coming. We're not going to cheat. I do have track IR, but we're not going to cheat. Hit the wrong button. Pardon me. No cheating. But we should roll out here on final. Nice final. There we go. There's the airport. 2 white, 2 reds. We did that pretty well, considering everything that's been going on. Watch our speed. Continue that descent rate. About 1,000 feet per minute. There's our speed. Looking good. Still on the 2 white, 2 red. Very good. Alright, landing checklist. Gears down 3 green. Flaps are 30 and indicated. Ground spoilers are armed with a green light. Cabin crew's advised. You guys are advised. Put this down on the numbers, friends. Reversers, nose down gently. Max reverse thrust. Max auto brake. Well done. Reverser stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Innsbruck. Nice. Cool. All right. Happy with that one. A little bit finicky there on approach. Had to make a couple little changes. But other than that, great approach. Super happy with that one. Well down in the touchdown zone. 160, like I said, we're aiming for about 180 feet per minute in the touchdown zone. So we're taking that one all day long, friends. Absolutely beautiful. Cool. Landing lights are coming off. Okay, thank you. Can't find the click spot. Thank you. Let's go ahead and spool up the APU. Engine start switches are off. Strobe lights off. Wing lights off. Sweet. Welcome to Innsbruck, my friends. We'll stop the clocks. 1 hour and 6 minutes. We're 5 minutes late. Probably because we did the circle. Cool. Welcome to Innsbruck, friends. We haven't been here in a while. Good to be back. I'm not going to clean up the flaps and the spoilers just because I have to get those guys out again when we do our replay. That's why I'm not cleaning that up. And we can take any one of these stands here. Flughafen Innsbruck. Is it Flug or Flug? Flughafen. Uh-oh. Apologies for my Austrian. That's a 7.5 Eric, not a 7.6. Cool. Call it quits right there. There we have it, friends. Beautiful flight. Flughafen? Flughafen? Oh, Flughafen. All right. Upstairs we would do all that stuff. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. But we're not going to do that because we are going to watch the replay. Cool. Let me stop the recording on the replay. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and watch that replay, shall we, friends? Going to turn the sounds down here just a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to press the replay button. Beautiful. We're going to hit that switch. That's fine. And we're going to arm you. That's fine. All right, cool. And then I want to pause, and I obviously want to bring this all the way in here. We don't need to watch that. We can watch it from here initially. That'll be fine. Look at that sun. Hopefully we get a nice sunset departure out of here. I think we will. And let's watch it from here. We'll actually watch the arrival. Was she buttery? Felt buttery. Felt nice. You're learning German? Nice. Flughafen. All right, here comes the 1,000-footers. Cut the power. Boom. I mean, I did say my goal is to aim for the 1,000-footers and touch right after them. I mean, if we're talking about goals, life goals, friends, that was the life goal right there. We absolutely nailed that. 1,000-footers, nose is down before the 1,500-footers. So the wheels are down before the 1,500-footers. Sorry, I shouldn't have. The FPS got really bad there for a sec. My bad. There we go. Beautiful. 1,000-footers down. Nice and smooth for the passengers. Beautiful. Cool. All right, well, I'm going to let this go all the way back here. Which wing view do you want? You guys want that wing view, or do you want this wing view? Which one do you want, front or back? Quickly, put it in chat. Front or back for your views? Actually, you know what? We'll do both. How about that? We'll do both. I'll replay the replay from here. I'm going to get set up for the second leg. We're flying back to Paris. So I'll do both wing views. We'll do behind and front. So I'll let you guys watch the approach, and then I'll rewind it again, and we'll watch from the front again. You guys enjoy the arrival, and I will see you guys all in about 5 or 10 minutes as I get set up for the second leg back into Paris Orly. Enjoy the replay, guys.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Alrighty, my friends, welcome back inside the simulator. Our song's going to be wrapping up here in a second, and then we are going to get ready to rock and roll down back to Paris Orly. Should be a beautiful flight. Very much looking forward to it. I believe the flight time is a little bit longer on this one, an hour and 15 minutes because of the headwind. So without further ado, let's jump inside the cockpit. Let's get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll back to Paris Orly, my friends. Should be a blast. First things first, let's go to the overhead. Let's get our battery switch on. Good. Let's go ahead and get the ground power turned on as well. See the bus come alive. Beautiful. Let's get some panel brightness up in this bad boy. Good. Let's get our adhere set to the nav position. Left side and right side. We'll continue our flows. Everything looks good here for now. Yaw damper is going to stay off. Fuel pumps are all going to stay off as we're refueling. Get this guy over to bat bus. That's all set. Looking good there. That's good. We'll go ahead and arm our emergency exits. Let's go ahead and get our no smoking to the on position. Good. We've got little Lima? Thanks for your support, my friend. Up into business class. Huge no floaties. 2 new members today already. Thanks so much for support, my friend. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. That is extremely kind. Welcome our newest member, guys. Lil Lima. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you. That all looks good. Flight start switches are in the off position. Good. Let's get the window heat on. Left side, right side. Good. Hydraulic pumps are going to stay off for now as well. Everything looks good here. Isolation valve to open. Engine bleeds are off. APU bleed is off. And pressurization panel, we're going up to 36,000 feet today. So we'll get 36,000 in. Good. We'll get the logo lights in. Cool. Let's spend some time here down on the FMS, CDU, McDo, whatever you'd like to call it. Go to FMC, we'll go to pause in it. We're going to grab second GPS left side. We'll throw that in there. Beautiful. Let's go to our route page. We're sitting on the ground here in LOWI. We'll plug that in here. We're going over to LFPO, Paris Orly. Our flight number this afternoon is France Soleil TVF 7 Charlie Golf. 7 Charlie Golf. We'll throw that in there. Beautiful. Cool. Let's get some panel brightness up. Get a little bit of background, a little bit of you. Good, good. That's all good there. Sweet. I will come back down here as well. Get a little bit of panel brightness on this guy. Sweet. Looking good. Cool. Let's come back down here. Let's start plugging in some information. Actually, let's go to our menu page and we'll start setting this up first. So, FS Actions, we'll go to Fuel page today. We'll set that up.
Raising the CPT's palm in hopes he gets the cabin air conditioner on full. It's hot as balls out there today.
Man, it's wild, dude. Huge no floaties to you. Sky Pilots, thank you for your continued support, man. That's 3 streams in a row, 3 donations from you, sir. Thank you very much for the continued support, man. I really, really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. It is wild, dude. I got both my EC units at either end of my condo going wild today. I don't have, like, built-in, so, yeah. Joe, 18 months as a business class member. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very much for the continued support. It's the best 13 months I could ask for. There's too many more. Thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate you, man. Huge no floaties to you. And thank you very much for supporting the channel, man. That's extremely kind of you. Really do appreciate that, Joe. Thank you, buddy. 6322. We'll go ahead and throw that in here on the fuel. Good. We'll go to the return page. We're going to payload page now. Looking for a 0 fuel weight today of 53.5. 53.5. So we'll populate that. Looks like we got almost a full aircraft. 92.5 on the load level. So that's good. Sweet. I'm happy with all of that. We can go back to the FMC. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and set our departure. We are planning for the kept 5 Juliet departure out of runway 8. We'll go and route, activate, and execute. Beautiful. We'll go to the route page, next page from KPT. We're going on some airways now. We're going to Lima 856, so Lima 856. We'll populate that. We're going to Negra, so we'll go ahead and throw that in here. Good. Then we're jumping on another airway, Uniform Zulu 613. So go ahead and throw that in here. Good. And we're taking that to Akabi. Akabi, good. We'll throw that in there. From Akabi, Lima 856 once again. All right. And we're taking that to TRA, which obviously is an airport. We'll execute that. From TRA, we're going to Uniform Zulu 613 once again. Oops, Uniform Zulu 613. Good. And we're taking that to Hotel Oscar Charlie. All right, execute that. And then we're jumping on
I can't
Upper Lima
contain my happiness
613.
and excitement for the job offer I told you about.
Yes.
Absolute dream come true.
My man.
Watching you fly the 737 on XP has made me love the bird so much, and
Thank
now
you,
I
dude.
get to work closely with the beauty. Ty.
Huge love floaties to you, Kevin. Wish you all the best, man. I wish you all the best, dude, in the in your new endeavors. You'll have to keep us posted. And thank you for your $20 donation, man. That's extremely kind, dude. Seriously, that's I respect that, man. I know you got a lot going on. So huge no floaties in chat. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you, man. Dropping the 20 bomb. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you. Romeo Lima Papa for our next waypoint. So that all looks good. Sweet. And then we're going to be on the RLP Romeo Lima Papa 9 Echo arrival. RLP, where are you? RLP, and we're going to be taking it for runway 7. Good. We're going to do the ILS 7. Yes. And now this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So we've got a plan. They have transitions into here. So if you look at our charts, there's the ILS, but we need to go to approaches, and we need to go to stars, because here's where it gets a little bit crazy. So RLP, where's that? RLP. It's the Epinal, this one here. Okay. So we need to find the continuation from that one. So we need to find what transition we would be doing. Now, does anybody know where and how we fly the transitions? Like, I just don't know where those transitions are. Because you see how... there's like initial approach, and then they have... initial approach. Like, how do you know which one to take here out of this? Do you take it, I guess, by the last waypoint? So, like, Molba would be the last waypoint. So if I'm looking at this, I would, like, take that. So let's execute that, and let's see how that looks here on the flight plan. Let's see how that looks. In my opinion, that would be how that would work, but I could be completely wrong. So let's go ahead and we'll step through this here briefly. So we're looking for Molda. Okay, there's Molba. That looks pretty straightforward, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. That looks to be like exactly what we want. I'm thinking that's what we want. It sets us out here, and then we just rate our vector down and in. Cool, that's what I'm taking. That seems to be perfectly fine for me. Cool. 1018 was the barrel pressure. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. Let's go to our knit page. Let's plug some information in. 53.5 on that bad boy. All transfers, individual departures should be on the approach play, right? You would think so, Briggy, but I don't see it there, man. You know what I mean? Like, oh, wait. No. I don't see it there. Like, I don't see any continuations onto this. Like, even on the approach plates. Like, if you plug in, like, the ILS 7, it doesn't show you. It just shows you, like, where you should be intercepting it from. Yeah, Briggy, it doesn't do arrival transitions, though. It doesn't do arrival transitions. That's the thing. But anyways, it's okay. I believe that's the transition that we should be doing. That's all fine. Fuel burn for today. We plan on burning... what do we plan on burning? 3.2, which gives us a reserve of 3.2. Cost of decks is going to be 35. Cruise level is going to be 360. Winds, an average wind component will be... what's our average wind component here? 277 at 27. 277 at 27. Good, we'll throw that in there. We'll clear you out. We'll execute that. Beautiful. Let's go to our N1 limits here today. No D-rate on the takeoff, no D-rate on the climb at all. We need to rocket ship out of here. So go to takeoff. Flaps are going to be set to 5 degrees. CG weight today is going to be 23.6 with a trim value of 5.21. Beautiful. V-speeds today, 20, 23, 32. Wonderful. All of that is set. I'm happy and pleased with all of that. Let's go to the overhead. We'll get the aft fuel pump on, and we'll go ahead and spool up the APU. There we go. APU is over to the start position. Beautiful. If we jump outside and we have a quick listen, we can hear the APU spooling up. The flight plan from Sólríkt will usually list you. We got you. Okay. Go back to the world map in Navigraph and pick the arrival. It will show you on the map. Okay. But still, here it just says via Molba. Like, you can populate that. There we go. So that's what it does. And that's exactly what we're doing. So, that's cool. Alright, sweet. APU is on and running. APU gen left side. APU gen right side. APU bleed goes on. That's fine. We'll get our hydraulic pumps on. And rest of our fuel pumps. Yaw damper. And we're looking good. Cool. Let's come down here. We'll make sure that the ground power is off. We'll go to FS actions and ground services and release the ground power and remove the chocks. Beautiful. We're getting ready to rock and roll here, friends. Let's go ahead and... So you guys are saying better pushback express works. So let's try this. We'll go pre-plan pushback. We'll see if this works. We shall try it. I want them to go like this, and then I want to make a nice swing out like this. Cool. We'll see if that works. And we can request our pushback. Beautiful. It says Orly to Innsbruck in the title. Yep. We went to Paris, Orly to Innsbruck, and now we're doing the return flight. All right, you're going to get flipped over to APU Gen, and you're staying on Bat Bus. This is all looking good. Sweet. Cool. Happy with all this. Where are you finding the planned fuel on SimBrief? If you look down here, you scroll down to your paperwork, your OFP, scroll down about, I don't know, a quarter of it, you're going to see here estimated fuel on board and your estimated burn. So you see here, you can come down here and you scroll down here. If you go all the way down here, you can see that we plan on burning 3.2, which gives us a reserve of 3.1. Mind you, we're, you know, the aircraft gives us like that extra 100 kilos because it rounds up. So 3.2 and 3.2. That's all you have to do. Yeah, it should show you there. Just a little bit down here. And most critical, so your flight log is what you're looking for. Estimated fuel on board and P-burn. It gives you all that information. If you scroll all the way to the end, you have two numbers here at the end. So that's your burn and that's your reserve. Left side is your reserve, right side's your burn. That's how that works. Oh wow, okay. Pushback has already commenced. Beautiful. He's doing it. Alright, maybe it was just a little glitch. Alright, well, engine number 2 over to ground. Anti-collision lights are on. Start valve is open. N2 percentage is rising. And we're looking for 25% before we introduce fuel. That actually worked really well. There's 25%. We'll introduce fuel. Park brake is on. If I never owned a PMDG product, so pardon me, does the 7.3 package include the PAX freighter and the... Yes, it does. You are correct. Invisible Grofer, thanks so much, man, for the 279. Appreciate you. Says, good day, sir. Good day to you, sir. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Appreciate that, man. Huge no floaties to you. The pumps were good. Thanks, Gopher. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Apple Stroop, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Hope all is well. For the trim wheel, do we know if it's a trim up or down? Takeoff page doesn't really tell us the info. There's no trim up or trim down on this airplane. It's not like an Airbus. Doesn't work that way. So you just look down here, your trim value, it gives you a number. So my value is 5.21. So if you look down here at your trim wheel, it starts at 0. You can't go past 0. So I'm looking for 5.1. So I set mine to 5.1. There you go. That's how that works. Cool. Engine number 1 over to ground. And again, looking for 25% N2 before we introduce fuel. Here comes fuel. In 8 days, I fly with Transavia to Rotterdam to Valencia. Very cool. Hope you enjoy your flight, man. AirFK90, thanks so much for the €2 donation as well. Huge enough floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Appreciate that. Invisible Grover and AirFK, thank you for supporting the channel, guys. Appreciate the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you recommend the 737-700? I do, absolutely, yes. Very much so. It's a great aircraft. All right, we got 2 good engines. Let's get our flap set here to 5 degrees. Beautiful. Looking good. Ready to go here, friends. Let's go to the overhead. We'll make sure that we've got our engine generators online. Engine bleeds are on. APU bleed is off. Packs to the auto position. Isolation valve to auto. Probe heats, come on. Make sure that seatbelts are on. Nose light and, taxi light on. Engine start switches to continuous. 36,000 is in and set in the pressurization panel. APU goes off. Gen 1 is on. Cool. We're good to go. Recall checked. Good. FMC message. What are you saying? Verify V speeds. Okay, it's the second time it's completely changed my V speeds. Weird. We'll execute that. Okay, good. All is swell. Beautiful. 135 on this guy. 135. Good. Flight director left side. Flight director right side. VNav. LNav. And top altitude is 19,000. On the departure, I believe it's 19,000. We'll verify that here in a sec. Top altitude is 11,000. Wait, did I read that correctly? 11,000. Cool. Unless no, yeah, 11,000 is fine. All right, so 11,000, we'll plug that in. All right, sweet. Park brake is released. We'll make sure that we've got 2,000 in here. Even though we're not flying online, we'll just make sure that we've got 2,000 plugged in. On and reporting. Cool. We'll get our terrain radar up. Auto brake to RTO. And let's go. Same company is making the 800 aircraft. Pick up what your graphics settings. Are they on high or ultra? High end preset with clouds on ultra, trees on low. Is that a hotel over there? That looks like a really cool hotel to stay in. I don't know why I'm getting double think I noticed that last time too. Fly home, what's up, man? Good to see you. How are you? Super new Microsoft for I've been playing X-Plane for years, just have stuck with the Zebo. There you go. Nothing wrong with that, man. Hope they bring down the amount of trees in the update. Way too many trees even on low. I agree with you, Sale, man. 100%, man. Yep, there's too many trees. And I bet you, if they were able to take it down, we'd also probably gain quite a bit of performance. There's the beautiful Austrian Q400. Love that airplane. Very cool. What's the next airliner coming to Microsoft Flight Sim? Probably the Phoenix A320 CEO. So the regular 320. What a great time to be departing, man. That sunset through the valley like that, just incredible. Wow. Right, get ready for the runway. Landed lights, strobe lights, wing lights lit up. We'll give the cabin a ding. Let them know we're ready to go. How to get your overlay thing on top of your streams? It's called Sim Toolkit Pro. You can put exclamation point banner in chat if you want a Nightbot command for it. You ever going to do some Olympic Reap Island flights in the PMDG? I'm sure we will, Elias. Yeah, I'm sure we will, man. We're going to be hitting up some Lux Air flights tomorrow. Going to be flying to Luxembourg and then over to Italy, Venice. And then on Monday we're going to be doing some Ryanair ops. We're going to be going down to Sicily from Venice and then up to Rome. So we haven't flown in Italy in a while, so we're going to do some Italian ops in Ryanair tomorrow. Sorry, Monday. Tomorrow is Lux Air, which in real life operates the 737-700, so I'm looking forward to that. Doing some real world ops. Is Navigraph the only place to get charts for Europe? I think there's a couple free options, but the free options are just not up to date. If you want like most current up-to-date charts, yes, I believe Navigraph is the way to go. Alrighty, friends, you guys ready? Let's do it. Joystick cam's going on. Enjoy the departure, my friends. Throttle's up to 40%. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to arm my auto throttle. Chrono's on. Toga is set. Let's do it. Takeoff power set. Airspeed's rolling.
80 knots.
Neutral. Of course, I knew it was going to do that, man. Got to figure out what's causing that.
V1, rotate.
Rotate.
V2.
I think it's something in the settings.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. That was close. Almost died. Climb power's in. Auto brake off. Lock the gear. Let's go flaps up position 1. Retractables, runway turnoffs, and nose light can come off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same, Captain Robbie, I think. Let's go flaps clean. All right, we need best climb performance now. Time to climb like a homesick angel. .3,700 feet per minute and climbing. Stream on Twitch? I do not, Lawrence. No, sorry, man. All right, let me switch it back to live weather, because I know we'll be able to see better because it's clear. All right, let's get our cruise altitude, 36,000. Set. Landing lights. Start switches. Wing lights all coming off. We're going to get our speed up now a little bit. And as soon as we roll out of this turn, I'll go ahead and engage autopilot. Alright, autopilot's coming on. Sweet. Cool. Bring you guys back up into the flight deck. Yeah, it's something to do with the 737-700, Bob. Other people in chat were talking about it. They really need to fix the snow down at Innsbruck when it's 22 degrees. I think we're going to be chasing the sunset, though, so it's going to be quite nice. Sweet. Turn some of those sounds down so we don't go deaf. Beautiful. Wonderful. Look at that, man. Sheesh. What a view. Nice office. Did I turn the GPS? Yeah, well, it's already back on, yeah. We started the sim. Cool. Innsbruck is right there. That is where we just departed off, and as you can see, completely covered in snow. So not very realistic for 22 degree weather. If there was any snow on that runway, it would be melted in about an hour at 22 degrees. So still some work needs to be done there at Sobo, especially on such an iconic airport. Hey Cap, how do you get the heads-up display turned off? It's variant bound, Captain Jorge. So whatever variant it is, that's how it is. I agree, quick match. I love both of those airplanes, man. Yeah. Vegas is 32. Ottaway? Said Ottaway. Vegas 89 today, Smitty. Whew. It's just hot. But there's no wind. You know what that means, Smitty. Get up on that. Get up there. There's no wind. This is perfect. This is like the ideal weather to go and get it set up. The ideal weather. Anyone got any updates on the 380? No. How's Ottawa so hot? I don't know, dude. Crazy heat wave. Feels great in Vegas right now. 32 and sunny. Whew. Be breaking a sweat. Ottawa is indeed a town in South Australia. What? Really? That's crazy. Humidity's at 90%. Gross. Look at those views, man. Wow. It's hotter in Ottawa than in South Carolina. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, only for today, and well, it's been actually a week of that, so. Her fly-by-wire is focusing on the 320 right now. It makes sense. Yeah, definitely makes sense. Currently sitting in the forward cargo bit of an 800. Nice. Nice. You must think I am some 30-year-old, fit, healthy, not overweight kid that can climb 2 stories up and down a flimsy ladder 6 times to get the gear up there. Well, I mean, yeah. It's Vegas in summer. How are you going to get a better day? The only time you're going to get better time, Smitty, is if you're out there at like 6 a.m. before that sun is just blasting down. Maybe set a 6 a.m. wake-up call tomorrow. It's hotter here than it is in Punta Cana right now. That's just absurd. But look at the humidity in Punta Cana, 75%. Ugh. How bad's the humidity here? You had COVID for 2 weeks, did you? Didn't know. Who gave it to you? I 100% blame Dan. It's 31 here today with 39% humidity. That's not too bad. 75% humidity though. Woof. Sheesh. Remember, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Hopefully we've reached our goal of 300 likes on today's stream. If you haven't done so, let's go for 350, maybe even 400 if we could do that. That would be absolutely awesome. Terrain radar can come off. We'll switch this over to weather radar. And we'll flip this guy up. And there we go. Nice, John. Sweet, dude. That's awesome. Is Smitty in Vegas? He is. It's 90 degrees over here in MA. And it was just 60 last week. Yep, same here, Lace. Same here, man. I mean, it's 88 today. We'll call that close to 90, but yeah, for sure. So jealous of all you Northerners. Will be at 29 to 35 C in October here in SFL now. That's crazy, man. Ferran, thanks so much for your subscription. Appreciate you, dude. Sitting here installing model matching the Microsoft Flight Simulator is a headache and a half. If you're doing AIG, it is, yes. I 100% agree. 100% agree. It's 12 in Vancouver. Dude, Vancouver is like seasonably cool right now. Like even when we were there last month, like it was really cool for when it is. Like it's like the temperatures haven't changed in like a month. For some of the liveries don't work and I don't know what to do. What do you mean, Joseph? Some of the liveries for this aircraft don't work? Have you been installing them properly? you put them in your community folder and it doesn't show up, you cannot install them like that, Joseph. You have to go to the PMDG operations center and load them that way. You cannot just put them in your community folder. It does not work like that. Maybe go over to watch a video, Jothish. That would probably be the best way. Watch a video or a tutorial on it. I can't use VNav on the 737. What is the problem? You probably have not set up your init-ref page correctly. Would be my guess.
Love your streams, keep flying, Captain.
Texas boy, thanks so much, man. Appreciate the support. And more importantly, glad you enjoy the content, man. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. Really do appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much. That's extremely kind. Yeah, there's tons of tutorials. Just Google tutorials how to add liveries, Microsoft Flight Simulator, PMDG 7.3 MSFS. And I'm sure there's going to be, yeah, like somebody said, tons of tutorials. Thanks again, Texas boy. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for the great content, bro. You deserve it. Bill, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. How do you import from SimBrief into the FMS? Again, tons of videos on that, man. You'll have to go and watch some videos on that. There's a bunch of videos up. You have to take a file and place it into the... You download a file from SimBrief and you put it into a folder inside the 737 folder, in your community folder. Who are your picks for NHL tonight? I'll donate tomorrow based on how many you get right. Am I going with what my heart says? I don't think Toronto's going to do it. I think they've got too much... I think there's just going to be too much weighing in on them. I don't see Toronto winning. I think I see Tampa winning. Just they've won the cup the last 2 years. They know how to win big games. I got to give it to Tampa. I got to give the edge to Tampa. I think Edmonton pulls it out tonight. And I think Carolina beats Boston. Those are my choices. So we're going Tampa, Carolina, Edmonton. That's who's winning Game 7. Leafs going to choke again? Yeah, absolutely. 100%, Steph. They're in their own heads, dude, at this point. I mean, if they advance, whatever, so be it. Yeah. I just don't. I hate Toronto, dude. I hate Toronto. I hate Toronto. I love Toronto, the city. I hate Toronto, the sports teams. Not even. I love the Blue Jays and I love the Raptors. I just hate the Toronto Maple Leafs. That's, I guess, what it comes down to. I hate the Maple Leafs. Boeing down road, exclamation point aircraft in chat, man, for all the information. I don't know where you live in the world, so I don't know what price point you're going to be at. So Colorado's going to win it all. Colorado is absolutely filthy. They would also be probably my top choice, Mopar. They are real good, dude. Real good. Scoring talent, defense, goalie, yeah. It's their turn, man. I mean, they've built an unbelievable... And Nathan deserves a cup. 100%, man. He's a beast, dude. He is beast mode. I feel like if he's on any other team, like Sid, that's like stacked up, or that he's already got a cup. For sure. No, I love the Jays. Love the Jays, love the Raps. I just can't stand Toronto, the Maple Leafs, man. Pens versus Rangers, Game 7 tomorrow. Yeah. Game 7, Pens versus Rangers, and tomorrow, Game 7, Calgary and Dallas, which is going to be awesome. Yeah. Is this the last flight for today? It is the final flight for today. Yep. Round trip. McDavid deserves a cup. Yes and no. Edmonton just does a terrible job, man, of surrounding McDavid with like actual reasonable players. But yeah, I don't want to say he doesn't deserve a cup. He definitely does. But yeah. Right, cruise altitude. Camera goes off. You know what that means. Everybody have a nice stretch. Let me turn the sounds down here in the sim just a tad. There we go. Hey Gap, new subscriber, just got the Thrustmaster yoke for the 737. Are you running the extra spring? I am not. MSFS. And welcome aboard, man. Glad to have you here. But I am not running the Exo Spring, no. From 1 to 10, how do you rate it? 8.5, 9. That's my rating. Probably going to be at least a 9 once we get the tablet working and all that fun stuff. But as it currently stands right now, it's definitely an 8.5 or 9. 204 miles till top of drop. Let's enjoy that sunset up here like this. How do you turn the sounds down without going into the settings? Just use your audio mixer. Volume mixer, bottom right corner of your Windows. You got Calgary and Florida. Florida advanced last night. They beat Washington. Washington, man, that's another team, dude. So many overrated, overpaid players that just don't perform in the playoffs. Another first round exit for the Washington Capitals. How do you get rid of the cabin altitude warnings? Bill, make sure you've got your pressurization panel set, man. Got to make sure you've got your cruise altitude and make sure that your packs and bleeds are on. How do you get rid of the warning? Right here, altitude horn cutout. It's right here. But you never want to hear that go off, Bill. So make sure you're setting your pressurization panel and your packs and all that correctly. Right, Jim? How are you, man? Sounds like a Cialis commercial. May I see an outside view that shows the window browse, please, since you have them inside? Thanks, fly-by fail. Wait, what? Oh shit, I actually do have them on. I didn't even see that. They're there. But they're there all the time from this view, Smitty, right? Like, they're always there. Do you recommend Track AR? I do. Absolutely. Yes. It may take a little bit getting used to, Laurent, but yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I love it. PMDG have made tutorials about the autopilot for the 7.3? I think so. If not, there's tons of great content creators out there that have, I'm sure. What's the difference in the cockpit between the 700 and the 800? Nothing, really. Yeah, I'm not sure, camera. I've only had it in one flight, dude, yeah. Where can I find PMDG tutorials? On YouTube? Yeah, that's your best bet. Stretching sound effects sound so real. Absolutely, Smitty. Always prepared. It's just part of the flight at this point. I'm telling you, man, if you're a stretcher like me, there's nothing better than getting to cruise altitude and having a stretch. It's almost like a reward. You know? Like, great job, Captain. You've made it this far in the flight, time to stretch. I think it's still, I get a lot of questions and people sending me DMs and stuff, and they ask me how I land the plane so well while I'm stretching. Practice. Unusual question, which language do I speak? English and French. Would be able to understand ATC when I stretch. And the green slime is consumed. You're starting the day with a stretch. How leaving the freaking car you're stretching? Exactly. No stretching in the car, Smitty, though. We don't. That's illegal. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do that. I would never stretch in the car and drive while stretched. Ever. Okay. Surprised the captain still has a license after all these years. What do you mean? I'm a professional, dude. Come on now. If I can fly a plane stoned, I can definitely drive my car down the road. It's terrible logic. I shouldn't be talking about that. Okay, can we change the subject, please? Let's not talk about this on YouTube right now. Cannot imagine what your life would be like with a day without the medicine. We'd be fine, man. I do it all the time. All the time. Got sunset, man. Hey, Captain Chat. I've been here for a while. Since I've been here. Cleveland, good to see you, man. Shh. I don't know what you speak of, Smitty. No clue. Need to shake my head emoji. Kanye shake my head. See, I start stretching when I start the flight and XP loads, and then the entire flight absolutely blasted. There you go. Proper stretching. That's professional stretching. I hope that's something that they add, Smitty. Animated emojis, that would be kind of cool. Community Cap, some community. Guybrush, good to see you back, man. Hope all is well. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you being here. Si vous devez choisir un aéroport, ce serait lequel? If I had to choose my favorite airport, I don't know if I can, Bobo. Let's try and keep everything in English, though, just because I speak and I can understand French. I always keep chat in English, man, just because English is the universal language and it's just a lot easier that way. But if I had to choose my favorite airport, there's too many, man. I mean, Innsbruck is probably one of my favorites. That approach that we just did, that has to be one of my favorite, you know? How's your experience of the positioning of the jetways? I have just one payware. The ground markings are correct, but not the position in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's a Microsoft or a third-party developer problem. Probably a little bit of both, Andreas, to be honest with you. Probably both, but if it's a third-party scenery, that third-party developer should have it lined up correctly. So I think that one's going to be on the payware developer. How much is a PMDG? 70 USD, $69.99. Caden, thanks for your subscription, man. What are your thoughts on broccoli, with or without cheese? Always with cheese. Lately, Caden, what I've been doing is I've been sauteing some broccoli, and I love sauteed broccoli. I'm not a fan of boiled broccoli. I find it just, I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of anything boiled, to be honest with you. Boiled potatoes are fine with, like, you know, and then you smash them up a little bit, put some butter, that's fine. But like boiled veggies and shit, I'm not a fan of that. I don't like that texture, that like mushy kind of. So I saute a lot of my veggies, and recently I've been really into sauteing my broccoli. And about a minute before it's done, I'll chop up a garlic clove, and I'll add the garlic clove in. It's been really good. Steaming is good too, yeah. Why broccoli when you could eat asparagus? I'm honestly not the biggest fan of asparagus, to be honest. Yeah. Definitely Castrip is on there, yeah. I think it's just because I love the scenery, Aviator Mao. I don't think it's so much I love... Well, the airport's really badass as well, but yeah. Do you have a must-have North America payware airport for MS 2020 looking for something new? I mean, fly Tampa, Toronto. I absolutely love that airport. There's so many in the States, though, now, man. But the Fly Tampa Toronto is absolutely beautiful. Vancouver scenery is really nice. The Portland scenery is really nice. Yeah. Thanks, Skybrush. That's awesome, man. Thank you, thank you. Fly Tampa does great work. They do, yeah, for sure. Hello from the Canary Islands. Pedro, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Is there a good payware YVR? Yep, there's a couple of them. I have the FSIM Studios. Fly Tampa Vegas, gorgeous scenery. Cologne is cool, yep. Key West from Orbex is really good, yep. True. Cab Diaz, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Trucking home, been on the road for a week. Nothing beats watching the stream on the way home. Keep up the good work, brother. Thank you, Cab Diaz. Appreciate you, my man. On your way home, man. Thank you, dude. Will you fly the Phoenix 320 when it releases? Yes. Dying for Phoenix? Yes. We need a good Phoenix. Good Phoenix, good Albuquerque. Albuquerque's a stunning airport as well, man. They got some really cool approaches. The RNAVs into the runway 26 and RNAV runway 21. Those are some amazing approaches, man. Do you know when we can expect a VDGS? I have no clue. Andreas, no clue, unfortunately. We're landing on 07, Guybrushk. Runway 7 we are landing on. I'm getting stutters on the 3080 Ti. Any suggestions? I followed your Discord settings. Jim, I mean, are you running your high end? Are you running on Ultra? How are you running the sim? Also, make sure that all of your graphic drivers are up to date. Those are good, Kevin. Having issues with the weights in the PMDG 737. Today is the first time I've tried putting in packs and stuff. When I put in 31.3 payload and 54.7 fuel, I'm above MTOW. Any ideas? Huh. Weird. I'm not sure. Do we have a good Seattle Tacoma? We have a handcrafted Seattle Tacoma. I would say it's actually probably one of the better handcrafted airports. Picture of above from Castrop, the airport borders, and it kind of looks like a key. Interesting. I thought the PMDG 73, do you think it has professional issues? It seems to take off too quick. I mean, just derate the takeoff. A lot of the time, the aircrafts are the takeoffs are very derated. So if you've got a long runway, just derate the takeoff. Cap, choose ortho, is that default? What do you mean, Camhore, for what? Jazz at sunset. It's a beautiful thing. What a way to spend your Saturday. You do the nighttime circle to land. I don't think they do it at night, 12 cut, because there's no guide lights, right? There's no lead-in lights. I'm pretty sure you can only do the approach. It's only during the day. I'm pretty sure the Innsbruck airport is only open during the day. Ultra with your Discord suggestions. Didn't know if you knew a trick working in NVIDIA control panel now. Nah. Jim, what I would try is turn everything to high end and then turn the things that matter up. So, Jim, high end preset, put your clouds at ultra, your trees at low, and then set your object LOD to like 125 or something like that and see how that works. Trust me, man, you're really not going to see much of a difference between ultra and high, but you're going to get a lot more better performance. Yes, active simulation. Probably do some Alaska flights next week, man. Okay, 12 cut. They're just friends of the family. Yeah, it really depends how long the runway is, Emperor. If you've got a shorter runway, use 3 or max. If you've got a longer runway and a lot of space, you can use 1 or 2. I like 2. I find auto brake 2 is the best in my opinion. 2 or 3. It's your 32nd cousin's brother who owns it. Nice. Hey, Cap, about to fly PMDG 73 from Pact to Seattle. Nice. Enjoy, man. How am I liking the PMDG systems? Good. Really good. Hey, Cap, I play on medium settings with a 2070 Super, and every time I try to land at the airport with the PMDG, it stutters like crazy. With the fly-by-wire, it's fine. Weird. I don't know. Are all of your graphic drivers up to date and everything? Weird for flying Americas or Europe. I don't think I've flown in Asia. Oh, we've flown in Asia, yep. I mean, I feel more at home flying in North America, but I love flying all around the world, man. There's beautiful views and beautiful airports all over the world, man. You kiss your mouth? You kiss your mother with that mouth, Joe Blow? I bet she likes it. I did a test in the PMDG properly models cross-bleed engine starts. Use one engine to start the other. That's pretty cool. Weird, Alex. Yeah, I'm not sure. You ever fly the 350 again? I'm sure we will. I think they do Steve Bob, but I'm not sure. Any long haul flights? I'm not sure. I'm sure we'll end up doing one in the business jet or something like that. We'll see. I'm not sure how long these ones can go 12 cut. I know the BBJ can go quite a ways. Currently flying in New Zealand, the weather is just nasty. Oof. Yeah, flight planes. That's a good time to upgrade. For sure. $50 miles till drop. Where's Joe? Welcome. For Wellington, that's the new stuff. That's the new one that came out, isn't it? It was a beautiful approach, Joe. Real happy. Nice, Lauren. Awesome. You know what, Captain Lee, I'm knocking on wood here, but nothing yet for me. It's been awesome. Do I have any playlists to share while flying? No, you can check the link in the description. I have this playlist up, but If you hang out in the streams often, you probably don't want to listen to the music while we're not. Stretching some diamond slurricane. Nice. I did not, Steve. This is just real time, man. Yeah. Tomorrow we'll be flying in the same time too, so probably landing around this time as well. Just got here, the PFD glitch fixed. So I haven't had it since that one day, Ebenezer. I haven't had it since then. How long did it take me to get sponsored? Quite a while. Obviously, any company that wants to sponsor the channel, they know it needs to be vetted, and they need to make sure it's the right fit for their brand, and so yeah. All right, 20 miles till top of descent. Let's get this bad boy reset. We're going to be descending on the. We need 10,000 at Molba, so let's get 10,000 in here initial. $10,000 is set. Beautiful. We're going to be landing just as that sun is going down. Which one do you like better now, the Zebo or the PMDG? I mean, they're both great planes, right, Captain Lee? I think for different simulators as well. That's the big one. Obviously, Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's been a problem. It's been an issue. The lack of aircraft. So yeah. Do you have your rolling cache turned off? I think so, yes. That's like what saves like data as you fly, right? It'll like save the ortho so it doesn't have to load in or whatever through your internet. There's some good US here. There needs to be more for sure, Captain Lee. Yeah. Will I fly the classic configuration, the 600? Probably not. Just being honest. Imagine Sim Atlanta is good. Yep. Yeah, Fly Tampa Las Vegas is good. There's why am I drawing a blank of their name right now? Who does Miami? There's Miami, San Diego. It's the same company. I completely forget their name. I don't know why. If I fly in real life, I don't know. Latin VFR, thank you. The PMDG 737 is not treating me well. The A321X runs perfectly, but as soon as I jump on the 7.3, I get barely any FPS, and it's just unflyable. It's so laggy. That's really weird, Captain John, because I think 99% of Microsoft Flight Sim users are getting better performance with this aircraft than the A321X, and myself included. I get much better frames in this airplane than I do the A320. So, yeah, I'm not sure what to tell you, man. I'm really not sure. Maybe uninstall it and do a fresh install. Maybe something happened. You have photogrammetry turned off because the buildings look awful. There you go. I don't know whether by the 7.3 or not because I have only flown Airbus and Microsoft Flight Sim, and I feel like it might be hard transition. I can afford it, but I would just like to get your opinion whether you should. I mean, that's really up to you, man. That is really up to you. It is Red Star, yes. Please take your cap locks off, though. Welcome to the stream. I hope you have a great flight to Mexico City. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, if you're going to get into a 737, it might as well be this one, right? I mean, it's a beautiful rendition of the aircraft. So it's really up to you. It really, really, really is up to you. All right, ILS runway 7 is what we're doing today. So 108.15 and 073. 108.15. 108.15. Good, we'll put that in both. Good. All right, and then we need 073 in there, and our minimums are going to be Cat 1 477. So 073. And 477 on our minimums today. Is set. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I agree, Lawrence. Yeah. Airbus does do it automatically. Yes, correct. I reckon I will buy it, but I just want to put it off because I struggled to get the grips with the Zebo X111. But you're never going to learn if you don't try. Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, the beauty of this plane ABC is like even here, like in the settings, you can fine tune the aircraft, right? So you can set it up so that like it's ready to fly. Like you don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? You can literally set it up so it's ready to fly. So you can just put it on the runway, set it up that it's ready to fly, and fly the airplane. Learn how to fly like the autopilot and the systems and all that, you know? I do use it, Joe, yes. What is the decel point? Deceleration. Is anyone working on a shared cockpit? I believe the developers are. So it's on their priority list, I believe. My auto throttle went off. Turn that back on. It must have touched my throttles. How to determine your top of descent? Steve, if you've set up your flight plan correctly, if you go to your progress page, it should give you a top of descent here once you're cruising. Hello, how are you, man? Good to see you, dude. Went on VATSIM today. Past couple times we've flown into Innsbruck, it's been too much, man. It hasn't been very fair to the other people that are flying on VATSIM outside of my channel, and there's just so many people that end up flying, and it ends up just being crazy, man. Some people doing one approach, some people doing other approaches, just doing weird stuff, you know? They just released the 900 variant, Kevin. Possible to adjust the volumes? I don't think so, no. Depends, Joe, which one you're using. If you're just using it for VATSIM, they might not be. But if you're using like the AIG like offline, it might. I may have to pick that up, California Mix. $10.19 on the hectopascal. Transitions by ATC will go with like 5,000 or 6,000 feet. Have flown to and from Istanbul? Yes, we have. Busty engines. I don't use the traffic injector. I just use it for the model matching. Yeah, Joe, I wouldn't know too much about that, man. I don't use it offline at all. I only use it for the model matching online. Kinetic, you could put exclamation point LRM in chat. Doesn't surprise me one. Yeah, for sure, Diego. That'd be a really cool flight. Can you throw that in the suggestion page on the Discord, Diego? Are you doing Paris to Luxembourg tomorrow? Yes. It's crushed. What's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Alright, we need to intercept at 3,000. Luxembourg is a country. You'll be flying in Phoenix 320 when it releases? Yes. I mean, I'd love to see Canada, Ben. But yeah, I don't know. I'd love to see some Asian countries get some love as well. When are we going to Philly? We have to find some scenery piers. No, not at all, Diego. Yeah, right. I haven't been to Manchester in a while. Am I planning to do a long haul flight? Did we do some long haul flights? I don't know when the next one's going to be, but with that sun setting. Like a standalone app, Kinetic? Yeah, it is. We go to Australia? Yes. Yeah, we got to go Australia very soon. Do I have a sound pack? Nope. Default sounds. Speaking of which, we're going to pause our music. And we're going to get invested in our arrival here. Okay, let's continue the descent now. 3,000. Alright, let's select our VREF speeds today. Looks like 137 on the approach, should be good. Let's try a crash landing. No, stop that. Alright, let's do our flows. Fixed landing lights are on, engine start switches are on. Make sure the cabin is dinged and ready. And we'll get our wing lights back on. Beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Hit your altimeter, we're too high. I don't know why it's going off at that, but we're too high. Beautiful. Beautiful visuals. Matthew, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Uh-oh, that's not good, man. vPilot freezes your Microsoft. Any ideas? Are you updated? Maybe go reinstall it correctly. Are you using the new vPilot? I thought there was like a new version that came out just for Microsoft Flight Sim. Hey Cap, how do you like the PMDG 7.3? I've been on vacation all week and haven't had a chance to look at it much yet. Kyle, really nice, man. Really enjoying it, dude. Freddie, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. That almost sounds real, man. Yes, Captain Poland, thank you for telling somebody with 5,000 flight sim hours that when it's yellow, I put it in there. Like I said, it's been, for whatever reason, it has it set at 18,000 feet right now. If you look at our charts, transition altitude, 5,000 feet. Or assigned by ATC, which is what the aircraft is assuming right now. So thank you for all of the help, but I am, it's okay. We're going to go with 5,000 feet, just like it says on the chart there. Yeah, I know you can change the transition level in the FMC, but I'm not flying online. I'm not, you know, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I can still go off the fact that it's, you know, at 5,000 feet, I know that I need to change that. So it's okay. You do Toronto to Guyana? We'll see, man. Go throw that in the Discord in the suggested flights, and we'll see if we can get to that one. Oof, look at that sunset. Stunning. In terms of landing, handling, Zibo or PMDG, again, I think it's a little bit too weird. They fly similar, but they fly different. Does that make sense? And that's just based on the simulator, right? I mean, Microsoft Flight Simulator is a completely different animal, and X-Plane's a completely different animal. So yeah, it really comes down to just the simulator itself. I have no clue aerodynamics. Look at that sun, there it goes, guys. There she goes. What a beautiful time to land. There it goes. Crazy. Yes, don't care. It's already well in development as well. Alright, 137 on the approach speed. Is this an after dark? No cameras are on. Yes. Surprise! David, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, dude. LAX, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. I think eventually we're going to want to vector ourselves. What's for dinner tonight, Cap? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Hello, Cap. Loving the 7.3 content. Nice, Lonnie. Glad you're enjoying it, man. Phoenix is so good, I don't think that you even know how good. Cool. Is the PMDG compatible for shared cockpit? I don't think so, Alex. Not yet. We're going to vertical descend at 500 feet per minute. I've never streamed on Twitch. I'm not calling you dumb, but I've never streamed on Twitch. You ever done a stream without the glasses? Yes, at the beginning. Yeah. Alright, let's arm our ground spoilers. And we're through 5,000 feet now. We'll get our standard barometric pressure, 1019, plugged in. And we can almost start our turn. What's our heading right now? 272. Can't do 260. Sorry, 362 or 062, but we'll just wait a little bit on that. Take them off for landing? No need. Airport's out over there. I can just make it up now. God, flying in France is so beautiful, man, with the orthogrammetry and stuff that they got going on down here. Just beautiful. It's a beautiful country, too. Very vast. Very big. All right, let's go heading select. At which angle do you intercept the localizer? I believe it's 30 or 40 degrees is what they usually do. But yeah. Hey Cap, just during the stream, looks like an amazing evening. Alex, it is, yeah. Had a lot of fun today, man. Flying out to Innsbruck and then back. It was a lot of fun. Longest flight you've done, I believe it was Amsterdam to Saint Martin. Or it might have been more recently the across the pond where we did Oslo to Vancouver, which was pretty wild. All right, start bringing back our speed here a little bit. 210. Let's get flaps 1 out. What a beautiful evening, man. A little bit of cloud up there, not much. Sun just set. Love the night lighting on this aircraft. It is just incredible, man. The reflection of the beacon down there as well. 100K special Heathrow to Sydney. Oh, man. Who knows? All right, we want a nice intercept, so we'll give us a turn of 040 should be good. Go 035, give ourselves a 35 angle. Cool. 3000's in. We're looking good. Speed looks good at 210. We'll bring that down to 190 here in a second. Again, our approach speed today, 137. You get a high pitch warning every time you deploy flaps 15. Weird, I'm not sure. Right, style 190, flaps 5 degrees. And give it that 5 extra degrees here, and we'll arm our approach. Here comes localizer. Beautiful. Wide slope intercept. Where do you get deliveries from? FlightSim.to. FlightSim.to. All right, 170 on the speeds coming in. Keep that till 5 miles. And I believe this airplane, it wants me to go flaps 15 and then gear down. So flaps 10. Let's drop the gear. 10 miles out. Flaps 15. And we'll keep that till 5 miles. And we will start recording. Beautiful. Recording. There's glide slope. Wonderful. 9 miles captured. Good. And we'll keep our speed up again until 5 miles. If there's anything that I'm going to teach you guys, don't put your final approach speed at 10 miles out. If there's anything that I've learned on VATSIM over the years of flying, it's keep your best forward speed possible until you can. So at about 7 miles, start getting fully configured. You can see here we're 7.8 out. So once we get to 7 miles, I'll start bringing the speed back, start getting the rest of your flaps out, and that way by 5 miles, you're going to be fully configured, which is exactly what you want. You don't need to be fully configured 10, 12, 13 miles out. There's no need. Fully configured by 5 miles is the best bet. So there you go. So now we're at 7 miles, so we can get fully configured. We'll go 137 on the approach speed. Coming through 160 knots, we'll go ahead and get flaps 25 degrees. 6.5 miles, there's flaps 25 degrees. We'll wait till we're through 160, we'll go flaps 30. There's through 160, we'll go flaps 30, which will be our landing flaps. And now you can start your landing checklist. So, landing gear is down 3 green. Flaps are 30 and indicated. Ground spoilers are armed with a green light. Cabin crew has been advised. All of our lights are on. We're looking good here, friends. We're ready to rock and roll. So, joystick cam's going on. Enjoy the arrival. See you guys down on the ground. Auto throttles off my throttles, and autopilot's off my aircraft. Beautiful. Cool. So you know everything's looking good. I guess we could have landed on runway 6. That could have made sense as well. That would have been a way shorter taxi. Chat, for anybody that lives in Paris or anybody that flies into this airport, would runway 6 have made better sense for future arrivals? Considering we're parking right over here, it probably would have made more sense for runway 6. 1,000 feet checked. Six is more frequently used. Okay, cool. I will make a mental note of that, and next time we fly into here, we'll expect runway 6. Check. Coming up on minimums. Not quite sure why it just... Oh yeah, wait, minimums are in a sec.
400. 300. Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reversers. Goes down gently. Accelerating. Reversers green. Manual braking, reversers stowed, 60 knots. I don't think we're going to make this one. Can we make this one? Yeah, we'll just be a little bit late. There we have it. We'll keep going. Not worth it. Sweet. Great landing. A beauty. We like to call that. Should have got off there, but that's okay. We'll go to the next one. Or maybe we could not have got off there. I'm not sure. Sweet. I like that one. Not floaty at all. Off. Strobe lights, even on the strobe lights on the ground. Problem with the 07 is the taxi time leaning towards the parking spot. Yeah, I could agree on that one for sure. That's why I was like, oh, it makes way more sense to land on runway 6. Definitely does. Great flight and buttered landing. Have to head out. Have a great night, everyone. Skypilot, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you, dude. And hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow, man. We got some really fun flights planned tomorrow as well. I love flying to Luxembourg. Beautiful scenery. Beautiful airport. Really cool. So tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun, man. Flying into Luxembourg and then, of course, flying into... Venice. Going back to Italy. We haven't been to Italy in a while. So that'll be a lot of fun. All right, let's stop the clocks here today, friends. 1 hour and 19 minutes. We're 4 minutes late. My apologies. The airline will be serving free Biscoff cookies at the gate. All right, let's clean up our landing lights for now. We'll have to get all this stuff back on, but clean up our landing lights. Strobe lights off. Wing lights off. We'll spool up the APU. Free Biscoffs. Not cookies, baguettes. Oui, c'est vrai. M'excuse. That was a nice flight, man. Super happy with that one. I'm not putting my flaps up, guys, just because we have to re-put them out again. Actually, you know what? We'll clean everything up. We'll just do it for the replay. Clean it all up now. Elias, how are you, my friend? Welcome aboard. Hope all is well. What's the circular... This one right here? Not sure what that is. Not your angle of attack, maybe? I don't even know what that is. My eyes are as red as that sky right now. Nice. Someone's having a good Saturday. Right. At what speed would you deploy flaps? 15? I probably want to be about 170 knots, under 190 for sure. Stop the recording. Enjoy a night in Paris before we take off to Luxembourg. Exactly. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Should be fun tomorrow. All right, we're going all the way down here, and then we're going to want to make a left on... Actually, we're following Lima all the way in, and we're over there. Why don't I use AIG? I don't use AIG because I usually fly online. And I use AIG, but only when I'm flying online. It's my VATSIM models, Zaid. This is the 1%. 99% of the time I'm flying online. This is the 1% that I'm not flying online. Just because every time we fly into Innsbruck, it just ends up being crazy, man. What runway are you using? What textures? This is a payware airport. So you can put exclamation point scenery in chat. Southwest taxi going on here. This default airport is nasty. Yeah, I would only fly into here probably with the payware. Yeah, and honestly, Charles de Gaulle Airport is awful. Even the handcrafted, it's awful. All right, it's going to be our next right. on to Lima 4. I don't get that annoying beep sound. It almost sounds as if my flaps and speed don't match. As soon as I put the gear down, does it go away? You have to have flaps 15 set before you put your gear down. Lima 4 to the right. Take Lima all the way around. Kevin, thanks so much for the support, dude. Appreciate you, man. Huge enough floaties once again, sir. Thank you very, very much for the contributions today. Really do appreciate that, man. Thank you, dude.
Did you say 3 Biscoffs or 3 Biscoffs? Big difference, you see. Nice landing, Cal.
Very big difference.
Fun stream today. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, Kevin.
Cheers.
Appreciate you, man. Cheers to you, sir. Hope you have a great Saturday. Hopefully you can tune in tomorrow, catch us live again. Tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun, man. We haven't flown Luxembourg, Lux Air in a while. So the fact that we get to do it in a actual like ops is really awesome. Looking forward to it, man. Should be a lot of fun. Long taxi today? Yes. This is exactly why I should have landed on runway 6. That's why when we were coming in, I was going, That's why we had a good chat about it. Chat and I had a good chat about it. This is exactly why we should have landed on runway 6. 100%. Oops, sorry. Kicked my rudder pedal. You made me spit out my, Jesus, man. Simmer down. You've been good all day. Please simmer. Let's not start now. You have 0-2, which is quicker too. Yeah, I guess we could have used 0-2. Hard landing? Yeah, the hardest I've ever done, Kirk. Hardest I've ever seen on YouTube, man. It's just incredible. Should probably dial up the YouTube police and let them know how hard that landing was. Atrocious. All right, we're going in right here. California, take care, man. Hopefully I will catch you tomorrow, dude. Thanks for being here. To be honest, the handcrafted airports lack a lot. Yeah, they do. They're not very good. I agree, 100%. Yeah, not very good. All right, friends, this is where we started the day. Rolling into the gate. Can you design your own liveries? Yep. PMDG's got a paint kit up. There we have it, friends. Beautiful flight. At the gate. Yes, sir. What a great flight. EHAM's terrible. Frankfurt's terrible. LAX is terrible. Yeah, I could go on and on and on and on. They're just not very good at all. Okay, cool. Let's get the rest of our lights on. Obviously for replay purposes, not because we're at the gate. And I'll arm you. And we'll just wait for our flaps to come back down to 30. God, look at the light spill. It's just beautiful. How do we do on the park job? Ooh, not bad. A little bit past where we want to be, but not bad. Labobo, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. I love flying in France. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, let's bring the sounds down here a little bit. And let's go to our replay tool. And we will replay. Beautiful. And we can bring the time forward back just a little bit, because we actually landed with it being like that time. The sun had just set. Where's the sun? Yeah, it had just set. Cool. And you can stop. Okay, thanks. Cool. There we go. And we'll go outside view. And we'll watch the landing. Bring it forward here a little bit. There we go. All right, cool. You missed the 2500 guy? Uh-oh. No. RNSX, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. How are you? Thanks for being here. Mopar, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed today. It's a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. I love this livery, too. It's really cool flying this livery. We need to do more Transavia ops. It's just replay, Skyflyer. Exclamation point replay. Thousand footers, cut the power, hold. Right on the marks, man. Just past the 1,000 footers again. Sheesh. We're landing this airplane real good right now, friends. Real good. I mean, we're not getting the 50s and the 60s like we would maybe in the Zebo and stuff, but my goodness, we are landing this airplane so well right now. I'm very pleased with our landings. You're going to get closed. Very pleased with our arrivals right now. Very hard landing yet. Very hard. Yeah, 130 feet per minute. Just atrociously hard. 1,000 footers. Oof. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, everybody, that is going to go ahead and wrap up today's live stream. If you haven't done so, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. If you haven't done so as well, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Fresh X-Plane, Microsoft Flight Sim, all kinds of Flight Sim content coming your way over the next little bit. If you are enjoying the PMDG series, we are going to be flying it for the rest of the week, which is tomorrow and Monday. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some Lux Air Ops. So we're going to be flying from Paris Orly to Luxembourg, and then Luxembourg down to Venice. And then Monday we're going to be doing some Ryanair ops. We're going to be doing some Venice down to, I forget where we're going, Sicily, down in Italy, and then back up to Rome. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful weekend of flying. Very much looking forward to it. Again, tell my mods, donators, and sponsors, thank you all so much for everything that you guys do for the channel. Without you guys here, none of this is possible. So thank you all so much for your support. I truly do appreciate it. To everybody else who cannot afford to donate to a monetary value but still comes to hang out every single week, hangs out with me in chat. You guys are absolutely awesome. Appreciate you guys just as much. So thank you, everybody, for coming to hang out. I hope you guys enjoyed today's flights. Again, knocking out one of the most difficult approaches in Europe, in my opinion, the circle to land into Innsbruck, and we did a mighty fine job rolling out of that turn at 2 white, 2 red, and a beautiful landing, 160 feet per minute, right on the marks. Have a great Saturday evening, friends, and I can't wait to see you all tomorrow for our Lux Air Ops. Happy landings, guys. Peace!